So yeah, we're gonna do the diary now. Because we can do it and actually finish it. Rock hard. Wait, it doesn't say boostable. Why don't you say boostable? Use? Well, we'll just start from the top and we'll get to it eventually. Goodbye, YouTube. That's like the first time Twitch chat has ever said goodbye, YouTube. It must be on the ancient spellbook. Easy. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, house, party. This one. Yeah, I know it said 2000. I guess I just didn't believe it. All right, well, I was listening to the login music at least. It's different, right? Special. Please. There's other house party worlds, but I've never seen houses up in the advertisement for that, for them. There we go. We don't need to be here for terribly long, but we do need to be here for now. I need to change my spell book. View. And we need this guy. Ancient? That's what it said, right? Yes. Ancient spellbook. Okay. Go to Edgeville. 258,000 coins. 2 dashing Kevin. That's so sad. Okay, so you can boost to 69, but you need at least 60. Okay. How close are we? 13,000. We just did a farm run, didn't we? Yeah. We can do something. Okay. 13,000 is not very much though. We can make it happen. We can fix this. Hunter training. OSRS. From 60 to 67 red salamanders. South of the entrance to Orania Cave, bring 5 ropes, 5 fishing nets, and some stand potions. Okay. 5 ropes, 5 fishing nets, full graceful. You got it. Five ropes, 5 fishing nets. I don't think I get anything from red salamanders that matter. They don't like drop skin or anything. Yeah, okay. We're chilling. Urania Cave. I don't know where that is. It looks near. Oh, no, I don't know where that is. How do I get here? Oh, that's West Ardugum. Wait, but that still doesn't tell me how the fuck I get here. Oh, you can go north. Oh, is that Castle Wars? Yeah, that's Castle Wars. Okay, north of Castle Wars. Got it. Got it. Let me move this over here. You won't get anything from them? Literally nothing at all. Okay. Castle Wars will get a dual ring. That'll let us go there and come back. I don't think there's anything else we need to like worry about at the moment. Is that full graceful? Did I miss? No, it's fine. Castle Wars. I think it was Castle Wars. Yeah. Should be right over here. Right in. Yeah, right here. Right in here. We're just gonna catch these fools and drop them right back on the ground, it seems like. Salamanders are like, they do like mixed damage or whatever, right? But they're not valuable at all. Oh, there's giants here. That's cool. Oh yeah, you can fight ghosts in this game. That's funny. There was a quest that I just did where I met a ghost who asked if I was threatening to her in any way. Oh, I see. Hold up. Let me dismantle this. Sorry, dude. Didn't know you were here. You're good. You're good. You're good. Let me just go over here. I feel like it's... Whoa! 1, 2, 3, 4. Huh? Where's the fifth one? Can I attack all of these? Oh. Change to literally any world other than this one. Specifically, this one. Oh my god. What a terrible time to try to train Hunter. Hey, what's up, dude? Oh no, everybody's trying to do rumors. I just want normal experience. God damn it. And these guys are sharing even. It really is that bad, huh? Go to a PvP high risk world. Drop my graceful. There's something to be said for that. Just have rope and fucking... Oop, here we go. Nice, nice. But excuse me. Don't mind if I do. Oh, you know what I didn't bring? Stamina potions. Okay. These are all like right next to each other. Wait, why do I need 5? Can somebody picks up my shit? There's only 4 trees here, right? This is surprisingly efficient. Put one up before picking up the stuff. What? Ow. Also, is one of my nets missing? Oh, I guess not. We're chilling. Sorry, it's to place another trap before picking up The rope and net on the ground if the trap fails. Oh, I see. So if the trap fails, you can reset it anyway. That makes sense. Got it, got it, got it. Dude, this place is like actually popping off. I saw like 5 fucking people here now. I mean, I'm only gonna be here for a little while. I just need to get literally like 1 level. But damn. Truly nuts. I think I just dismantled that. I'm sure I can do that. I think I'm just stupid. Bruh. Why is this so hard to click on? And also, why did the music stop? I don't know what the stamina potions are for. That does not seem necessary. Maybe it is necessary if you're not in full graceful, but I mean, I'm also not going to this one ever because I just don't have time to. I feel like it's difficult just to maintain these 3. At least I'm constantly doing something. Okay. Wait. That means that I'm missing. Yeah. Damn it. This is actually too much for one person, I feel like. This red salamander place is way better than the other one I went to, though. I think it was in like Mauritania or something. Oh, I guess that's the idea, right? You want to have as many traps open as possible so they constantly have something in them, right? I'm optimizing this the wrong way. It's okay to make it wait if there's something in it. You just want to have as many yellows as possible, right? Oh, okay. Because that minimizes the downtime that you have from getting experience. Gonna be honest. Let's just drop these dudes. I'm gonna be here for too long to care about this. I'm not banking. I mean, you've seen how popular this place is. I can't afford to bank. I gotta keep this spot. I'm the soup kid now. Okay. Oh, still don't have room. Oh my god, they're all full. Literally every single one of them has stuff. Okay. God damn it, man. Here. Then again. Yep. Again. Go. Get. Now we redo this one. And we pick up the stuff. We redo this one. Stuff. Doesn't matter which one. I guess I should have done the other one because it was closer, but whatever. This one. definitely wielding this on accident. I don't know where my other trap is. Is it here? I know it's somewhere, but I don't know where it is. Fine, we'll just reset this one. We'll find it in a second. I somehow lost my 5th trap. It's clearly not here. Oh, it's here. Got it. Got it. Oh, did my net go away? Uh-oh. I think it did. It's okay. Fine. You only really need 4. Oh, Lord. Can't believe I lost a net. All right. How close am I? Pretty close. Pretty close. This is a silly skill. Or at least a silly way to train it. How valuable are these? Oh my Lord, they're worthless. Oh my Lord, they're worthless. That's inordinately bad. You have a lot of melee strength, though. Okay. Yeah, I gotta say, it's nice to not have any downtime. Last time I was doing hunter stuff, it was deadfalls, and like I was mostly wondering what I should do. The pits too, like teasing. It's pretty low downtime. Especially the way I was doing it. I had a nice spawn right next to the pit itself. Yeah, I need 66 hunter. Like I need actually 66. So we're almost there. Like 2 more salamanders. Almost there. There it is. Now we're done. Now we're done. What's the stream title say? Oh, I see. Well, we're done here. We're done. Time to leave. Go fishing trawler. Wait, do I have a ring? I do. Castle Wars. Oh, I'm gonna be honest. Castle Wars is gonna have a salamander problem now. And that problem is not mine. All right. Now I'm ready to do this. Do I need items? Yes, I need to boost a hunter level. Get these dashing kebbit fur. Do I happen to have a pie that boosts hunter level? Nope, I sure do not. Okay. We're going to go to rock. We're going to find such a pie. I have everything else. For once. Oh, that's okay. And we need hunter temporary boosts. Oh, it's hunting mix or hunter potion. Okay. Hunter potion. That's not bad. Sure, we'll buy. Yeah, I bet these are way more valuable than they ever would have been otherwise. Okay, whatever. Well, with everybody trying to boost and etc. Okay, sure. I mean, I got a lot of my money back. Wasn't that bad? Wasn't that expensive at all. Okay. Hunter potion in hand. Any axe. Law runes. Fire rune. Fire rune and air rune. Tinderbox. A yew sapling, which I just happen to have. Not there. Spade. And 25, 800. Okay. Yep. Oh, there's one. Missed it. Okay. Might be profit making them. Cash with herblore, maybe? Yeah, it's possible. Possible. Not anymore now. I think the price is going down at this point, but maybe it still is, but I kind of doubt it. Combat gear. Seems like relatively weak enemies, so this thing literally doesn't do anything. We'll wear it for old time's sake. Not like anything else would help anyway. All right. And wait, this says a rake, but this doesn't say rake. Go and check the health of a yew tree in front of Rock Palace. Afterwards, dig up the stump to get the yew's roots. We're waiting for it to grow. Want to complete further tasks? Use the tick box on the panel. I don't think I need to clear this out. I think I grew a tree there. I think I can just go do this. Ooh, but fertilizer? Fertilizer though? Do I need to chop down this tree? Yep, sure do. Very funny. Okay. Well, today I found out that I cannot grow that tree. Or I cannot cut down the tree that I grew. That's a little silly. Well, that's going to take several hours. Have a Sif make a spottier cape. Okay. Do I have to get 2 dashing kebbit fur? And I can't just buy those, I guess? Cool. Is this guy at least near where the dashing kebbits are? No. Well, what the fuck, game? You're not going to tell me where to find him? I'm like, well, you have the wiki, don't you? Hey. Think you can buy them? And what the fuck do I need Hunter for? Oh, I need the Hunter to... Okay. I need the Hunter to make the cape. Literally to make the cape. To pay this man to make the cape. God fucking damn it. Fuck. What a terrible misclick. Oh no, it's still here. Never mind, it's fine. Never mind, it's fine. Don't know why the price of those guys were so high. Bank. 100 gold, 200 gold, whatever. Fine. Where's this dude? I mean, whatever. Can't believe my hunting skill needs to be high enough for this dude to make this shit for me. Disgusting. Why not just let me make it myself? Because then it has nothing to do with rock. Climb down the Rock Museum stairs. Okay. Is that a pineapple on pizza? Yeah, it is. The emote has the nerve to just say pizza time. And it's global. It's crazy. That's crazy. Doesn't acknowledge the pineapple at all. Refuses to elaborate. Thanks for all your help, babe. Hope you enjoy the museum. You didn't even acknowledge my cape. Cut a yew tree to get a log. Okay. It's global. It's a global emote. You've got it. You already have it. You have it right now, right this very moment. Okay, I now have a U log. Then I'm going to light atop this church, I guess. Best emote. Wow. Talk to the estate agent to redecorate your house to fancy stone. Wow. That is some exciting shit. A fancy stone house. And I don't know what I'm going to do without this. Wait. Does this estate agent live right next door? This guy whose house I often redecorate in the construction minigame? That's wild. Fancy stone. On the stairs in the back of Varrock Palace. Okay. Yeah, I've got a fancy stone house now. And what are you gonna do about it, Savage? Oh. Never mind. It was I who was wrong. Wait, can I? Oh, wait. I can just open 2 doors. I see. Or 3 doors. Cave upgrade. You can call it an upgrade. Is fanciness an upgrade? I guess. People pay extra for it. Open. And then this door doesn't open. Gonna look like a fool. You flexing your tentacle at me, brother? All right. What? Huh? Why is my prayer not working? Or whatever, it's fine. Or not my prayer, my hotkeys. Oh, because I'm in the chat. That's silly. There we go. I was like, well, what is going on right now? Make a waka at the canoe station in Edgeville. Can you exit chat, please? Jesus. Thank you. Fuck. Okay. I have no way of getting to Edgeville from here. I must simply walk. Are you guys having a good time? All right. Here we go. I swear to God, if this tree gets sick, I'm gonna be so fucking upset. I think I also repaired this guy's house. I think it's both. This one and that other one I mentioned. That's pretty funny. Well done, Lokrin. All right. Edgeville. I'm obviously not walking. Savage says it's an octopus club. You wouldn't get it. Those are literally squid. What do you mean? What do you mean it's an octopus club? Gosh, it's like you're not even paying any attention to the things that really matter. To the secrets the people won't tell you. So where will this take me? I thought the river flowed this way. Can I just go wherever I want? Told you wouldn't get it. Waka? Ooh, that's pretty good too. That's teleport to Padua. Okay. Did I just become fucking a Rubik's Cube? Enter the stronghold of security? Okay. Fuck am I? And how do I leave this place? Oh, I'm pretty near the stronghold of security. Okay. How do I leave this place? South? Why would anyone use this teleport? This is right next to this. That's not south. I want to go this way. Well, it was. I guess I was going this way. There's a surprising amount of teleports here. Well, teleport destinations and exits, I guess. I feel some type of way about there being a barbarian village here that seems to have no affiliation with the Fremenniks. Like barbarians and separately Vikings. Obviously don't have anything to do with each other. Kill Minotaurs until you receive the skull right half. I see. I see. Okay. Well, hear me out. What if we do this later? Okay. Well, that's something to do in free to play. We can complete that chapter in free to play. You guys are using composite emotes now? That's very funny. Okay. So yeah, we'll finish this diary later. So instead, oh yeah, no, it's not the worst thing in the world, but I just don't feel like that's a very good use of my time. I'm just gonna buy the battle staves that I can. Sure, consider that a quest item. You'd have to kill 300,000 of them for rune essence. No, that's all right. No, I don't think I will. No, I don't think I will. All right. What else do we want to do? Blast furnace? Yep. That is exactly what we're going to go back to doing. Blast furnace in. We're not going to make it to 75, but we're going to say 275. That's the goal, but we're not going to. There's no way. There's not enough time. And in the fucks? True. If you can get it in the stronghold, yeah, why not? That's okay, though. We're good. We're just going to blast furnace. There's another thing that we need to work on anyway. Am I still wearing graceful? Nope. That looks good. Endurance. I think that's everything, right? Yeah. Full bag. Oh. There we go. We're right next to Edgeville. Or we're in Edgeville. We're right next to Kendall Grim. Very good. Might need a little bit more stamina. It'll tell me. It'll tell me. It'll be like, hey, drink that potion. Oh, I should turn off Quest Helper. Because it's not going to do anything anymore. Not for me. Not for nobody. Not after I've done with it. Or what I've done with it. Sure. Is that a goldfish? Yeah, it sure is. So we're going to run back and forth for the rest of the stream. Hope you don't mind. We'll go to the one with the lowest latency. Savage says wheat. Wheat's the one that makes me feel uncomfortable. Wheat. That one makes me feel uncomfortable. I got you. Wonder why. Seems fine to me. Wheat says, to be honest, I didn't mean to post that. I was just looking at it. That's very funny. Did I put more coal in there? No. That's... Excuse? Oh man, it's all confused. Yeah, I ran out of coal last time, so I think I have to like fix it. All upset. Fish should not use spoons. It wasn't using a spoon. Somebody else was spooning food to it. Totally different. Like totally different. Okay, hold on. How much? Okay, so I'm supposed to get 27 of these, so I need 20 of these. Okay. Now I need 9 times 3 coal. So 27, so 25 coal. I also realized I deposited my coal back, but that's fine. It says Panda. Did you say spooning food to it? Yeah, isn't it? Isn't that what's happening in the gift? Yeah, somebody else is spooning food to it. Yeah. Why, is that weird? Yeah. What? Spooning food to it. That doesn't seem weird to me. Okay. I mean, it's weird. It's a weird thing to do to a fish, I guess. Okay. I think I fixed it, by the way. Pretty sure. I think it's better now. Yep. Fixed it. Just had to do some math real quick. No problem. I would just take that, Panda. Wheat knows what spooning is. I know what spooning is. Spooning food isn't... What? I think you're confused. I don't understand. But okay. Glad you guys are having fun. I mean, if you're making fun of me for not understanding, and you're fucking right. You're fucking right about that. But, you know, that's fine. Oh, no. There we go. Okay. All right, let's see. What do we want to do after we finish smithing? So we have fletching and fishing, I think, left. Seems like Temporos is still the best way to get fishing experience for me. And besides Temporos, we have fletching. I don't think we can profitably fletch, unfortunately. Probably could have for a little while if my fletching was high enough. Selling those crossbows or whatever. But not anymore. That was, did you put the ring on? Yeah, I'm wearing it. See, it's right there. Also, you can check. Now you're probably on your phone. But yeah, I'm wearing it. Yep. But yeah, I don't know of a good way to fletch. You can profitably fletch. I know I can high alch bows, longbows that I make. I guess I can look at the training. Yeah, that's fine. Why not do that? See what it says. Because it's a little hard to type as I'm doing this. Not extremely hard. I got a little bit of time. Fletching training. 0 time methods? Oh, yeah, right. I forgot that was 0 time. In fact, I was doing some with the hunter. Now that I think about it, that was fletching experience, wasn't it? Or maybe it was crafting. Probably crafting. Just make the best longbow. I don't remember that being profitable. I know some of them are not for sure. Semi-0 time, arrows, arrow shafts, bows. So I'm going from think I'm 60 right now. So from 60 to 70, you do maple and maple longbows and U short bows. So yeah, if I just did the best longbows, it would be always profit. The U short bows are better experience than maple longbows. But I could just do maple longbows the whole time. That's fine. Okay. A little bit of bank standing for profit. And I make just 300k profit, but like, what is that? Is that like net? I guess that's like net profit. No, it says 300k profit for maple longbows. Yeah, you make 300k. The levels isn't bad, but it's like 10k less overall. $10k loss overall. Experience loss. I don't know what am I losing? You're making money. Like you're 10k less experience. The rate's worse. Is that what you're trying to say? Yeah. Don't understand. You actually make money stringing them too, it seems like. Yeah, if you string them, you make more money. If you string U short bows, you make money too. Not that I care. Fine. You can just do maple soul time. Maple longbows. Why not? At low levels, making bows is a loss. Yes. From below level 40, sure. But it's below level 40 and also... Okay, got you. But also short bows at high level. Short bows are at high level are extremely bad, actually, if you're doing magic short bows. Making magic longbows is quite good for some reason. Like, very profitable. I guess because you can high alch them? Must be. Gotta be because it's a high alch target. Wait, hey! The rest of those bars, bro. Fucking bastard. Alright. Banked. Okay, bars to do is 8,000. Damn. That's a lot of bars. That is a not insignificant amount of smithing experience to be had. God damn. Experience banked is 313,000. $313,000 to get to 75. About 103,000. Yeah, all right. Damn. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Don't break your hand. Oh, I mean, I'm like literally cooking like 2 times every minute or so. Not that bad. It's nothing compared to thieving. That's for fucking sure. It's about as bad as squirking, I guess. About as bad. Well, I guess it's like 2 times as bad as squirking. Yeah, sure. Sure. We'll say 2 times as bad as squirking. Should I eat again today? I don't know, man. I don't feel like it. It's not that I don't have an appetite. I actually don't feel like eating. I wonder what's wrong. Something bothering me? Oh yeah, there's a few things bothering me. That's okay. I'll probably eat anyway. I need to respond to my musician. He contacted me like 2 weeks ago. He was just like making conversation, but it's all the micro movements that kills you. Micro movements? What do you mean? What micro movements? You mean like this one? Because I need to do that. Well, I don't need to, but they suggest that I do. Unless you mean like me just like moving my mouse around idly. You're right. I don't have to like do this. I wouldn't consider that a micro movement though. I do sometimes move in between these two places. That's because I'd rather be efficient as far as my character's movement rather than my clicks. And it's not like I'm going to be here all day long. Well, I'm going to be here for the rest of the night, sure, but I'm not going to be here to 99. Fine. Not just doing this in general. I mean, sure, but like, what do you suggest as an alternative? We need the smithing experience, right? You want to do it in fucking Edgeville? Because we could. You're doing it correctly. Yeah. Doing it in Edgeville. Especially before that furnace. I don't know if you get extra experience. I said before that furnace. I meant before the diary. There's either the hard diary or the elite diary. Makes that Edgeville furnace better. Like a chance of getting double bars. Problem is, I'm not actually sure how that helps you. Gerard says, what would you say is the nerdiest thing you have ever done? I made a spreadsheet to document our movie night rotation. And using that spreadsheet, I was able to find out that I accidentally messed up who was supposed to go next twice. Not at the same time, just 2 times all time. So making a spreadsheet of my own volition to document the stats that only I would care about. It's probably the nerdiest shit I've done. If you don't like that answer, for my D&D campaign, Savage just played Portal 2 co-op alone. That's pretty good. For my D&D campaign, I wanted some 20th level enemies for my party or my players to face. So I recreated every champion in League of Legends in 5th edition with associated spell saves and stuff for their abilities. In conjunction with that, I also recreated every item in League of Legends. And I recreated the items such that they had each item filled, basically. So like, okay, so the way that I did the items was there's a bunch of items in League of Legends, but most of the items in League of Legends, all the fully completed items, excuse me, a lot of them have similar ideas, similar concepts. So I converged a lot of them such that you could, okay, so like Infinity Edge, for example, it's an item that gives you bonus AD and crit chance in League of Lego, and your crits do more damage, right? The way that I converted it is that Infinity Edge is one of 3 items that you can commit to, or you can add to your kit, your character in D&D, and you can commit to it at 3 varying levels. You can attune to it and wield it, which gives you the greatest benefit. You can just attune to it, which gives you a middling benefit, or you can just have it as a what I was calling like a trinket. So it's not like corporally on you necessarily, like not necessarily in your bag, but it's it is imbued. It has imbued you with strength, right? And each one of those gives you different benefits and sometimes additive benefits. And all of those were flavored to each individual item. And I seeded some items that are similar to each other in League of Legends to those differing levels of benefits. That's perhaps the nerdiest thing that I've done. Oh, and when I say I recreated the characters in League of Legends based on like I like recreated them from the ground up in 5th edition, I don't mean that I thought about what stats they would have. I mean, I converted their stats when they're fully built using a conventional build for the character. I converted their stats to D&D stats by way of relativistically attributing health and armor class. So I used statistical analysis to do this. Because my players had gone from first level to 20th level, and they had finished fighting Tiamat, which is what I intended to be like a big bad boss, but there was the final stakes for the campaign, right? Okay, so the way that the setting amounted, right? Okay, so okay, in order to explain why League had to be in D&D, I have to explain the premise of the D&D campaign to begin with. Okay, so my players started out in a town, right? Eventually, they ran into basically the Illuminati, right? And what the Illuminati did to get rid of them, because they were finding out too much, they were barking up the wrong trees, right? What the Illuminati did to get rid of them is they banished them to Curse of Strahd, right? Barovia. Then my players liberated Barovia, right? So that this alternate like curse dimension or whatever was free to reintegrate into society. So instead of being part of the Shadow Veil, it remerged back into the material plane, right? That's cool and all. However, in the setting that I decided, the way that I decided to incorporate Barovia, the reason why it was allowed to persist as part of the Shadow Veil, as it is because it was a barrier, right? It was a barrier that existed in perpetuity because of the Mist of Barovia having the debilitating effects that it does for the greater cosmic threat that was always present, right? So there were no gods, no real gods in my campaign. That was what I wanted to do from the very beginning. There were godlike entities. There were things that were powerful, but no like true gods. And the reason why is because behind the scenes, way in the back, way back in the way back, there are these entities. They're called astral dreadnoughts, right? And these astral dreadnoughts, what they do is they literally consume space. They like consume, as I interpreted them at least, they consume like the material existence, right? And in fact, they consumed the very gods themselves. They were supposed to be like the gatekeepers between realms, and basically they got turned around and started consuming everything, right? So there's this existential cosmological threat that of these astral dreadnoughts, right? That it's always persisted, but thankfully they were able to use this demi-plane to stop the astral dreadnoughts from consuming all of existence, and instead the material plane was able to exist inside of this basically like wrapped up in this Barovian Shadow Veil, right? But with that Shadow Veil gone, now the astral dreadnoughts are a huge problem. But they're not a thing that you can just fight. They're legion. They're innumerable, right? So my players needed a way to contend with them. And in conjunction with that, to not just give them, to reveal to them options that they can do, but also to give them allies that can assist with that. I wanted people that were highly specialized, but also highly capable. And as I was thinking of allies that they could assist with and contend with, things that could be friends or foes, League of Legends came to mind. I've played League of Legends for a long time, right? And I was like, okay, there's a lot of, cosmological, like cosmic level threats and allies and adversaries that you could have if you read the lore of League of Legends, right? Like Aurelion Sol comes to mind, for example, right? And so that's the incentive that I had for doing it. It wasn't like anything deep or whatever, but given the lore, the way that I incorporated them is, oh, well, your world, the place where you guys are from is, exists as you remember it, whatever. But there are other planes And these are the regions of League of Legends, being the Freljord, Zon, Piltover, all of those different places, right? There are other places that exist that have other champions similar to yourselves. And being that the Shadow Veil stopped existing to protect you all, now your realms are like overlapping each other, right? And it's basically like a contest of champions, a League of Legends, if you will, right? Like whose realm should continue to exist, right? That's basically where we're at. There's a little bit more to it than that, but that's the best that I can explain briefly. Hopefully that made any amount of sense. So in brief, because I wanted my players to have a high level threat to contend with or to ally themselves with if they wanted to. There you go. Hopefully that answers the question. Guror says, so our plane sent people to fight the infinite astral dreadnoughts in a League of Legends like arena? No. So fighting the astral dreadnought, I mean, you can fight them, but like you just eventually you'll just exhaust yourself unless you have some way of having infinite stamina or whatever. Oh, and they also have anti-magic eyes. So can't use magic against them. But so it's not that. Okay. So the thing that I skipped is important to explain. So Barovia, the Shadow Veil plane, didn't come into existence from nothing. It was made to be a buffer state. And the people who made that were basically, call them the old gods. They're not literally gods. They're just heroes of yore, right? Like Arthurian heroes, right? And they made Barovia the way that it is, the way that it was, and indeed surrounded the material plane with Barovia to protect it. That is what they did. And part of their plan was, okay, what happens if Barovia stops being a thing? And what they did was they basically shattered the material plane into fractions, into segments, right? Such that those sections could hopefully develop heroes like themselves, who then could compete against each other. And the greatest champion then has proven themselves worthy to be their successors. So the championship part of it, the competition part of it actually doesn't really matter in the grand scheme of things. It's just a way for those who are contending with each other to buy time and figure out how they're actually going to solve the greater problem outside. So it's like just a tournament for the sake of saying who's going to contend with the problem, which isn't even like really a fighting problem. It's more like an entropy problem, if that makes sense. But the way that you solve it in this case is by fighting people. Well, you fight people to be the person able to do something about it. But again, like you don't have to fight. You know what I'm saying? Like they don't have to beat the League of Legends people in order to stop the astral jet. Like, but they can do that also, and they get stuff for doing it. You know what I'm saying? Like, does that make sense? Like, you know what I mean? Like the arena, the tournament isn't that important for like actually solving the problem that they need to solve. But like when you're dealing with players, they want an actual threat that they can handle. So that's the threat that they can handle is the people that are around them. But like that won't by itself do anything except give them more resources that they can utilize however they want to utilize them, right? So yeah, there you go. That hopefully that explains it in a way that makes sense. But yeah, that's why I was like, I don't really want to explain the other things because like it might not matter, I guess, but for comprehension's sake, I guess it was important. So yeah, there you go. Hopefully that's enough. Sorry. To be fair, obviously, I didn't like design everything from the very beginning. D&D campaign is like a pretty organic thing, I think, both from the player's perspective and the DM's perspective. A lot of the themes, a lot of the tones and stuff, I wanted to be there. This existential thing, I wanted from the very beginning. I wanted the Barovia to be like a linchpin existence from some cosmological threat, but how that threat would manifest and stuff like that, I was from the very beginning, I didn't have it like sorted out all the way. And I wanted to have other heroes be highly relevant as well. Like rival bad guy or slash good guy heroes. I wanted that to be a thing from the very beginning as well. And how that was manifested, I didn't really choose until much more recently. But yeah. Gerard says, seems like the DBZ World Martial Arts Tournament. More like Dragon Ball Super. More like Dragon Ball Super. But yeah. Except it's not like, it's like a combination of Super and also the Cell Saga. Because like, you just have to beat the main bad guy in the Cell Saga. It doesn't really matter like who does it or anything like that. But realistically, no one can do it except for the main. And Gerard says, but it wouldn't actually matter more. Yeah, sort of. Yeah, you get the idea. You know what's going on. You're there. You're there. Sure. You got it. You got it. Wheat says, wait, Panda, I'm still confused. What about? What can I explain to you, brother? What's confusing? But why don't they just? And the answer is because they didn't think of that. So what was the tournament for? Okay. So let me explain it from the perspective, like chronologically, right? Not from the player's perspective, but from the perspective of how the order of events played out, right? Okay. So you are a hero. You are a hero, right? You're very strong. And you're like, you want your home to be safe, but your home is going to be consumed by a threat that you cannot fight against, right? So what you do, right, is you hide your home away from that threat, right? So now your home is safe. As long as it's hidden, it's safe, right? As soon as it's not safe anymore, right, it will be in danger again. And you won't live forever, probably, right? Something could happen. You could die at any point, right? So in order to protect your home, you're like, okay, I've hidden it successfully, but what do I do if it stops being hidden, right? So what you do is you say, okay, well, I was able to hide it. Maybe hiding it again would work just fine, but there might be other ways to solve it too. I'm not the smartest person that has ever existed, right? Or I might be now, but there might be smarter people in the future, right? So what I'm going to do, or you are going to do, you're going to say, okay, people in the future need to be able to hide this place the same way that I did, or come up with an even better answer than just hiding it, right? The way that I am going to cultivate people that are able to hide our home is by making this tournament, right? Whoever wins this tournament that I create is going to be able to solve this problem. So the tournament doesn't solve the problem. The tournament makes an area that hones the skills for people to solve the problem, right? So if we were talking about like, you know, carpentry, right? The test that you put your carpenters through doesn't make houses for people, but it proves that they're able to make houses. Does that make sense? If I were to construct a parallel example like that, do you understand what I'm saying now? Wait. But yeah, that's basically the idea. If I were to put it from the perspective of the person who originally created. It concentrates talent. Yes, it forces you to be better. And in the context of the actual campaign, there's, you know, competing groups of people that all are trying to do ultimately the same thing, but they might not be like friendly. It might not be a friendly competition, if you will. Wheat says kind of. Okay. So you want me to like explain it more, or is that sufficient to you? Like, what? You asked about arcane gods, and like the gods thing doesn't matter to like the context of what's actually going on. So that's like what the threat and the solution is. So that's why I like glossed over that part. So like I can answer whatever questions you have. I know all the answers. Explain more, please. Explain more about what? You gotta give me a direction to go in. I don't know what's confusing to you. See what I'm saying? What more what more is lacking? Where's the confusion coming from? Gerard says, outside of this specific campaign, is there a way to combat the dreadnoughts? Astral dreadnoughts? Yeah, I mean, you could I don't know if astral dreadnoughts are like truly legion or innumerable as I described them to be. I think that they kind of are, but space is mostly empty. So I think like for the most part, they're just not that big of a problem. It's kind of like asking like, is there a way to combat Tarrasques? Like, yeah, you can kill them. And like, it's not like it's easy, but yeah, you could just kill them. You can just like hit them real good. They'll die eventually. But like in the context of this campaign specifically, like, no, they're more like the flood or something like that, where like you can't just kill them, right? Because there's just too many of them. They're just like truly rampant. I mean, in Halo, you can kill them just by activating the Halo ring, but like, so like, I guess if they made a Halo ring, blow up enough of them, where it's probably okay, I guess. But yeah, so like, no, that's where I'm at. But D&D is a little bit, it's like one part, you know, you take existing elements and monsters and creatures and stuff, and another part of like adding your own stuff when you're making a setting, when you're making a world that exists, if you will. So some things, some rules, they're just the way that I say they are because I say that they are. Like there isn't like truth or sources for them, right? And when it comes to the astral dreadnoughts in particular, like that particular threat in the setting of my campaign particularly, yeah, there's no just fighting them, because you will, like, any mortal existence will be exhausted and overwhelmed at some point in the future, because this is like, it's the scale of existence that we're talking about. Like for all time you need to contend with them, or at least not necessarily for all time. It could be just for the rest of your character's lives, I guess. But you know, so you have to solve this problem for 50 years, I guess. Gerard says, did you watch Gurren Lagann? I did. That's another good comparison. So it's not quite the same, but yes, it is a very anti-spiral type of threat. Yeah, 100%. Yeah. I like the Reapers more from Mass Effect. It's a little more close to what's going on with them being fallible and all that. It's a little more Reapery than it is, especially with if you play through the third Mass Effect in particular, the DLC with Leviathan, them being hidden, yeah, very, very close to Reapery actually. But yeah, I've seen Gurren Lagann and I see how it applies 100%. I wouldn't call it like an inspiration necessarily. Yeah, not really. But it's very similar. In fact, like these cosmological threats are actually like kind of rife in media. Kind of a normal thing. Kind of like the Dark Forest. Isn't that what it's called? Call it a theory? I don't know. Hypothesis? Whatever. Gerard says, yeah, okay. I was getting some hints of similarities. Yeah. For sure. I totally hear you. 100%. I wouldn't say that they're intentional, but they're definitely there. No doubt. This campaign, I started making it, I don't know, probably like 8 years ago, somewhere in there, maybe a little longer than that. Probably more than that. But yeah. So I had seen Gurren Lagann a long time ago. Like fucking 40 years ago. I don't know how long. I don't know how long ago it was. A long time ago though, for sure. Yeah, probably maybe near when it aired, actually. Maybe like 2 years after it aired, 2 or 3, something like that. So yeah, definitely not a coincidence. Let me put it that way. No, that was a terrible place to stand. All right, here we go. We're a little slower than before. We're only doing 2200 an hour. 2,200 bars. Should be able to do more than that. Should be, the number should be closer to 24, but okay. Are you all right, Wheat? Did I explain it enough, or am I just like not able? It's okay if I can't explain it well enough. I have that problem, especially with math. Especially with math. Sometimes I just can't explain things very well. I hope my players understand what's going on. Oh no. Because they also experienced it from a different perspective. I gave you guys like as close to my perspective as I could, whereas they haven't seen things. I mean, they could have figured it out, I guess, but no, I'm just slow at stuff. You're good? Okay. Well, I'm glad. I'm glad that you understand. Trying. Definitely trying. It's definitely not that important to understand though. It's not like it's gonna come up. Not gonna, you'll be fine. You'll be fine either way. My campaign is not that important. I promise you that. We did make it to 20th level though, so I do want to wrap it up. They're most of the way done. Most of the way done. There's like 1 or 2 more sessions, I think, for them to have. Maybe. I mean, at any point they can kind of solve the problem. As far as how they want to solve it, it's up to them. So a lot of the end game, if you will, a lot of like the epilogue stuff, I kind of have to come up with on the fly because it depends on what they do specifically. But I've specifically constructed like, yes, this is ongoing. Yes. Well, it's ongoing in asterisks, I guess, because like with asterisks, because like I still haven't finished it, and like I haven't given them the epilogue, but also we haven't been able to play for like a year or 2 or whatever. Maybe not that long. No, definitely not that long. I missed a weekend during my stream actually. So if you go back far enough, before my stream since July, it was somewhere in like October. I had to stop. I didn't stream on a Saturday or whatever because we had a session. So it's been since then that we've actually had a session, and before then it was like a year or 2 that we hadn't had a session. And before that we were having one like once a month or something like that. So it's possible that we have another one, you know, maybe come October, somewhere in there, if I had to guess. But yeah, it's not over, not yet. Players were still interested last time we played, so hopefully they are still. It's not really up to me. It's kind of mostly up to their schedules, as I'm sure you're aware. I happen to have a decent amount of availability. What else is there? How do you combat power creep? What do you mean? What kind of power creep? Because they're just as strong as they were. My campaign is extremely high magic though, so they're some of the strongest level 20 characters you'll ever encounter in D&D. Not just because of their like player oriented builds and creativity, but because I've given them magic items and feats and things that are cool and do stuff. I guess I could give you some examples as well, but I don't know if I want to bore you with that unprompted. But yeah, they can do stuff. I don't want to say like the strongest that you've ever heard of or anything like that, but you get what I'm saying. They're not just regular 20th level characters. Gurr says, I've never made it far into D&D because of schedules, but I imagine that over time the PCs could get OP. Oh, well, it depends. It depends. And it's entirely mostly up to your DM, what you're allowed to get away with, right? But yeah, my characters, yes, they're very strong. Very, very strong. Very, very strong. Yes. One of my characters has now 2 simulacrums, or he had 2 simulacrums because some shenanigans happened, and now they're not simulacrums. They are fully fledged copied existences. Like he basically replicated his soul 2 times. So now there's 3 of him. There's 3 of him that exist simultaneously. He calls them me, myself, and I. Uh, well, I mean, I I suggested that he calls themselves me, myself, and I, so that we're able to differentiate between them. uh, so yeah, that's a thing that happened. And it's actually kind of funny because that happened not at 20th level. So I is a 20th level caster. Well, he's like 50% divine sorcerer, 50% rogue, arcane trickster. Got 10 levels in each, I guess is what I'm trying to say. But the other thing is, I think it's 10 levels. But anyways, he's level 20, but his copies are level 17, I believe, and he's gotten feats. Like he himself has gotten stuff that like I has gotten stuff that me and myself do not have. Right? And his magical gear or whatever, the things that he's wearing, his clothes, his armaments and stuff, he only has one of each of those things. So he has to like choose where his stuff goes and how he wants to like distribute items or whatever. So yeah, that's also a thing. But that's not all. There's a bunch of stuff. One of the big aspects of my campaign is like, and it's like a design conceit that I had. I reincarnated as a slime core, if you will. Gods in the way that they exist now aren't so much gods as they are like ascended beings. An ascension can take a lot of forms and manifest in a lot of ways. But what it ultimately does or means is that there's like, your existence becomes tied to an aspect of reality. There's, for example, a god of dreams. So he has dominion over dreams. He is the dream person. But there's also like a god of knowledge. And what that means is that knowledge is not divorced from his existence. Knowledge became a part of him. He is knowledge. So what happened during the campaign at one point is all of the books that they've had that aren't like themselves magical, like innately magical books, the text in them disappeared, went away. The reason why is because the god of knowledge literally died to the astral dreadnoughts. He was killed, and by virtue of that, knowledge as it exists in the world outside of entities, outside of creatures knowing things, is gone, like truly gone, and like unlearned, removed. And my players, a lot of them, not all of them yet, a lot of them are themselves such aspects. One of them is, his aspect is illusion, and he is a hunter who has a pet companion, right? And she is radiant darkness, which is to say light and dark. That's what her aspects are. And then some of my other players don't really have like, I have aspects for them, but they have not realized, they haven't come to terms with, they don't know what it is that they manifest yet. They're like right on the cusp of grasping that. And what that means for people also changes. For example, the illusionist, right? What that means is that being that he has the aspect of illusion, that means that reality itself in a lot of ways bends to his will. Like what is real is like somewhat subjective to him. There are spells, it's called like seeming and greater seeming, for example. The idea beyond the spells is that you can make terrain, illusory terrain, right? It's magic. It's not like real corporeal stuff, but the illusion is so strong that you can interact with it, right? And in fact, you have to interact with it. You don't even know it's an illusion, right? But if you see through the illusion, you can then choose, if you like, to not have to interact with the terrain, right? So you can make an illusory staircase, right, that you can walk up if you'd like, even though it's not actually there. And if you see through the illusion, you can walk straight through the stairs, and for everyone else, it looks like you're just like no clipping in the stairs, for example. That's how that specific spell just works in 5th edition. That's just the regular spell, right? This character, this player, has similar dominion over all of reality in that way. So he can cast illusion spells. And, well, he doesn't. See, that's the thing. He doesn't cast illusion magic anymore. He is illusory magic. So his magic isn't magic. It's just, it just is. That's kind of what I'm saying. That's kind of where I'm coming from. You see what I'm saying? Talking about like I said, talking about D&D is like talking about dreams. Like, you're the only person who actually cares. So I'm trying not to get too deep into the sauce. But yeah, that's why. I care about it deeply. I really do, and I'd love to give them those players a resolution. And I hope that they understand what all I'm trying to say, because there's a few themes in this D&D campaign that have been like since the very beginning that I've really wanted to convey. Some of them have landed quite well among the players, and I know that they know that it's a major theme for the campaign. And other themes they've like totally missed and like didn't land well at all, and we just had to move on. Which is pretty unfortunate. Not my favorite thing, but you know, it is what it is. But yeah, circling back to your question, Gurar, I don't know what you mean by power creep. If my players are too strong, that's fine. They've earned their victories. I haven't given them anything I didn't want them to have, right? So, fine. I don't mind it if they win. It depends on how you want to have a campaign, though, because a lot of people like stakes. My campaign definitely has stakes. Don't get me wrong, but some people like prefer, you know, D&D to feel like, you know, Dark Souls, where they're like constantly fighting tooth and nail, like very gritty, dark reality of like things going poorly and things never getting better or whatever. Some people like prefer like a Dynasty Warriors type of situation, or like situations like things are happening, the world has danger, but for the most part you're like cleaving through mobs of enemies, you know, left, right, and center, you know. So to me, power creep just isn't an issue to begin with in D&D, because it would only ever be a problem as a DM. Like, it's only a problem if you allow it to be to begin with, because you can infinitely scale up enemies, right? Like, Gerard says, I feel like it says a lot about you as a DM that you haven't given them items you couldn't deal with. I mean, I guess I don't really feel like it's that. So to me, and I think this applies fairly universally, right? The whole point of D&D is it's a collaborative storytelling experience, right? So if you give them something that is, let's call it, too strong, they prove themselves too capable, you have two options, right? You can either give them greater threats, right? Or you can allow them to experience that strength and apply that strength to greater problems, right? To the world. Like how, okay, so with the great power comes great responsibility, right? Sure, you're incredibly powerful, you're incredibly capable, but you can't be everywhere, right? You're a 20th level fighter, right? Any threat that's in your face, you can take care of. Anything that's in bow range, you can handle, but you can't be on all three sides of this town at once, right? If this town is under siege, if it's being attacked by an army, you can't stop an army, right? You can cleave through dozens and dozens and dozens of men, but you can't stop a marauding force. You can't do it, right? You're a fighter, right? You just can't do it. You can't be everywhere. So it depends on how you want to handle things, right? And it also depends on what you give them, right? But like, I'm just not I just don't mind. I like my campaign being as high magic as it is. I like my players surprising me with stuff, doing things that I don't expect, and creating solutions to problems. That's why the Astral Dreadnought is such a large scale, not easy to solve thing. But that being said, I've shown them already how this problem was solved before, right? So you can just do that again if you want, right? You don't have all the same powers that guy does, right? Or that guy did. So you have to figure out some new ways to do that. But that's not even the only way to solve it. And that's why, and I like that. I like that about the campaign. I want to see what they do. I want to see how they solve this problem. I intended to make the game for them to either play by the rules and win, or break the game and, you know, create their own opportunities. I'm 100% about that life. Because as I was trying to say, it's a collaborative storytelling experience. Like I set the stage, but they tell me what the story is. You know what I'm saying? I don't really choose that. I can only choose where the pieces started. I can't choose where they fall. So I do choose what the dice rolls mean. I interpret the dice rules, but I don't make, you know what I'm saying? I don't make the rules. I don't make the rolls. I don't make the plays happen. Right? Which is kind of unfortunate in some ways. Let me tell you something. One of the big themes that I was going for is like, hey, you never know who could be your friend. You shouldn't judge a book by its cover. Just because they appear to be good guys doesn't mean that they're good guys. That was one of the stories, one of the themes, initial themes I was starting with. And I thought it was working quite well because there were a lot of good guys that turned out to be bad guys, a lot of bad guys that turned out to be good guys, or like bad appearing guys that turned out to be good guys. That happened a few times throughout the campaign. And I was like, okay, now face the people that you are familiar with, you know, that you're in the past, they were basically your allies, right? Not exactly, but that like culturally, you share culture with them, right? And there are these people that have been supporting you and been friendly to you this entire time, though you don't know them nearly as well. You don't share a culture with them at all. And they're at war with each other. What are you going to do? And what I expected, I had two main expectations, right? That there would be a peacekeeping force and stop the fights from happening, or they would fight on the sides of the people that they shared, you know, blood with, the people that, not like the people that they shared culture with, but like that they spilled blood with, the people that they fought with and defended. But instead of doing that, they were like, oh, well, these guys are from our hometown, so we're going to fight with them and we're going to wipe out the guys that helped us before. And I was like, oh, okay. So that happened. Surprise. So yeah, it doesn't all have to go as planned. You know, that's fine. It's not great. I didn't love it, but you know, it's fine. You can adapt. Some of it, sometimes things don't go the best. And that's all right. You know, you can be disappointed. But yeah, I think that those kinds of moments, those kinds of experiences are important in D&D as well, because not everything should go as per planned, whether you're the DM or the player with the plan. Things should surprise you. The reactivity is the thing that makes D&D as good as it is. Otherwise, you might as well be playing, you know, a video game. You might as well be, you know, doing like a Nathan Drake or whatever, you know, a Tomb Raider type of adventure. Or like, yeah, or Dark Souls, right? Like there's cool stuff that's happening, but like you don't have like absolute control of any direction that it can go, you know? That's what having a DM does for you, in my opinion, at least. You have to be flexible. But yeah, I really do like high magic stuff. My favorite magic item that I've ever made, I think, it's a very simple item. What did I call it? I think it was the Cylinder of Joining. And it's a very simple magic item, no attunement, nothing like that. What it does is you can affix it to something, anything that will fit inside its aperture. And it's like a relatively small cylinder, probably smaller than your wrist, but wider than your finger, for example. And you can put it on something and you can attach it to anything else on the other end of it. So it's kind of like a Chinese finger trap or whatever. And what that does then is any properties that one of the items has, both of the items have. So you can't use it on people, you can't use it on creatures, but any two items, you can combine their properties. It's not permanent. You can detach them at any point you like, but you can combine any two, say, magic items, any two mundane items, any way you want. Reason I like it as much is because it really challenges you as the player, in my opinion, to use it well, right? Because you could do the upper capacity of what you can do with something like that is quite high, but you can also use it practically very easily, right? It's very easy to make something useful out of it, but to use it as well as it possibly could be used is a little bit higher in ask. And that's why, and those are the types of magic items that I prefer. That's why my campaign ended up as high magic as it is, because you have a lot of agency as a player, like make the world different, to do what you want to do, how you want to do it. And I think that's the most important part about D&D, right? But yeah, I think we can stop talking about D&D now. I think we're ready to move on, talk about something else. Let's see. What's another thing that I like to do a lot? A lot of video games. I haven't played Helldivers though, and I'm quite looking forward to it. Shout out to Super Earth. I was shocked to find out that Helldivers is as one-to-one with Starship Troopers as it is. I had only seen Starship Troopers just recently, like maybe a few months ago or whatever. I had never seen it before then. And that movie, that ride, damn. I thought Starship Troopers was like a jarhead, meathead, sort of like, almost like action comedy type of movie where like it has absolutely nothing going on beneath the surface, no intrigue, no interesting characters, anything like that. And I was so very wrong. The reason I thought about that, or thought that about Starship Troopers, was because from the people who liked Starship Troopers, that's what I gathered the appeal of it was. I was just like a Dynasty Warriors type of situation. Yeah. And as I'm watching the movie, there's definitely things here and there that are like hints to some level of depth. But for the most part, as Savage is saying, right at the end, I realized that it is so much the opposite of that. The closing, I'm willing to spoil this because Starship Troopers is like 20 fucking years old. More than that even, I think. It's like 23, I think. I think it was like 2001 or some shit. Maybe even before that. The very end of the movie, there's this brain bug, and the whole point of the brain bug is that it's like a commander of the like indigenous insectoid creatures, right? And one of the psychers, one of the psychotic is actually appropriate, but psionic people with telepathic powers, right? Comes over to this brain bug that was captured. One of the humans with psychic powers tries to read this brain bug's mind, and he says to a crowd that is surrounding this captured brain bug, it's scared. Like, he can feel the fear coming from the brain bug, and everyone around the brain bug cheers that it's scared. Like, haha, we have instilled fear in it. We are the victors. We have done it. And like, I can't do it justice. Like, it's so funny to me. Like, at first, for the longest time, they thought that these insects were just like brain dead, like thirsting for violence type creatures, right? Like literally not a thought in their heads. And then they realized like at the midpoint through the movie, like, oh wait, they have like tactics. They're like employing some kind of, you know, scheme to like overthrow us or whatever, right? And they're like, oh well, that must mean that they have some kind of like centralized brain commander or whatever. So they find that brain commander and they confirm, oh yeah, no, they do indeed have feelings and thoughts. Let's kill them. Like, so reductionist, like literally zero self-awareness among the characters in the movie. So obviously the direction is such that like, no, the writers know, right? The director knows exactly what it is they're doing, and they're trying to make you, the viewer, in a way, like buy into, in the same way that the characters are buying into, that these insects have like zero complexity or just the bad guys that should be killed or whatever. It's like, it's beautiful. It's beautiful in that way. The only sadness I have at all is that like other people seem like they don't appreciate that, but I think that people know, or at least there are people that do know that there have that takeaway. But it does seem to me, for certain at least, that like there is a not insignificant amount of people that are like, yeah, got him down. Yes, no, I said when that happened, I said what the fuck, because like you guys, the people that were surrounding the brain bug shouldn't be like, they shouldn't be rejoicing in this fear, right? This moment of similarity, this moment of connection that you obviously did and should have with this creature. You didn't, you know, that moment didn't resonate with them in any way. And then I realized that lack of resonance, that ignorance, the ignorance of humanity, was the point. That was what was going on from the very beginning, from front to back. That's what it's all about. In the context of the like actual like lore. I'm sure that there's like meta text or whatever, like, I don't know, anti-communism or whatever the fuck, I don't know, who cares. But or maybe anti-fascism, whatever. I don't care. I don't care. It means nothing to me. The point is, I really appreciated that part of the movie for sure. Finally, a new dog picture. All right. Let's see what we've got. What are you doing, Spot? We should leave. We should leave while we're figuring this out. We don't need these. You need this. A brand new Spot. Oh, okay. It's late. It's late. It's late. And you just woke, Spot. And he's trying to hang tough. He's trying to hang tough with the homies. But he's very sleepy. He's very, very sleepy. He's doing his best. Oh man, he's trying to sleep, but he's trying to stay awake, but he's also trying to sleep. You know what I mean? Have you ever woke up and been like, damn, bro? Oh man, bro. Oh man, I ate too much. That's Spot. That's him. That's your boy right there. Okay. Yeah, I have one more, Savage. One more. No. I got you, Look, don't worry. I have one more new Spot picture, in fact. One more new one. But after that, I'm gonna have to ask this guy to give me more pictures. Why are you not telling me to? There's 108 coal here, brother. You definitely want me to do adamantite. Is this fine? Yeah, there's nothing important behind that. It'll be fine. Okay, sure. Like this. Yeah, there you go. There's your spot. Got your spot. That dude is fucking wrapped up in them blankets, bro. That dude is chilling right now. You know he's not cold at all. Nice little furry blanket too. Nice fluff going on. Hell yeah, brother. Oh wow. Did I go through those full already? Damn. Crazy. Oh, I guess you do use about that much anyway, right? What is that? 27 times 3? 81? Yeah. You end up using 81 for one group of 27 coal. Yeah, that is indeed him. He's chilling like a villain, brother. Living his best life. This is the single most blessed existence on the planet. I don't know of anyone who's had a nicer life. Maybe not like the entire life, but the last what, like year or two or whatever. Actually, he's not that old. How long has it been, Savage? How long have you had Spot? Because he's only like a year and a half old, right? So it could only have been like a year that you've had him, right? Weird. Seems like more time should have gone by, but I don't think it has at all. Here we go. Boop, boop. Oh, we're at 2,500 now. Oh, like a year now? I see. Hey, Miss Suck. How's it going? We're at blast furnacing. We're not going to make it to 75. Not even close. Right now. We're just going to do this until the stream ends. We got like another couple hours going. We're doing 2,200 bars an hour and we have 6,000 bars to do. We got 2 hours left in stream. And we're not going to do it. The Suck says clean. Most likely going to die later. Oh, no. Has the time come? Is the blood moon rising? Is it waxing rather than waning? That's unfortunate. Today is Sunday. You stream on Monday. Don't do that. Good advice. Oh yeah, no, she's gone. She's gone. It's over. So you stream on Monday. That's unfortunate. Monday. What do you do on Mondays? Wednesday is usually Phoenix, right? You usually do something Monday, right? Final Fantasy X, true. Is it Memory Lane Monday? Is that what it is? It seems right. A game that you member. I think that's correct. You only play like 4 games in a week or whatever, like 4 different games in a week. And yet I have so much trouble remembering all of the games. So it's Lies of P, RuneScape, Phoenix Wright, and Final Fantasy X. Not in that order. It's in the order of the week, not counting Sunday. It's Final Fantasy X, Phoenix Wright, Funny Feeling Friday, which would be League of Lego, and then either did I just say League of Lego? Hello? Sorry. Obviously I meant RuneScape. Sorry. And then Lies of P or RuneScape, either or. Seems like you do either or. Saturday, Sunday. Why did I say League of Lego? What the fuck? Just too much D&D conversation, I guess. I like D&D and League of Legends far too much, I think. Especially since I don't do either of them anymore. My affinity for them, get some sleep. Yeah, true. Yeah, true. Excuse me. Excuse me. May I have my bars, please? It'll be all right. Just it's about to be pain. Yeah. It's all right. I understand. Well, I wish you the best. Let me know if you, let's see. What would you want from me? If you want me to pick up any, like, Denny's or something? You want me to order you a pizza? You still have ice cream, so you should be good on that front. You should be all right. Hand deliver you ice cream? Do you want me to roll you up like a burrito? Fries? Oh, okay. Say less. Say less. Get you a nice little smorgasbord of fries. Get you a little sampler. Some Five Guys on the left. Some McDonald's on the right. Five Guys are in the middle because they give you too much. They're just overflowing a little bit. How do you feel about like Arby's? You like those curly fries? You're the best, wifey. Thank you. How do you feel about Arby's? Arby's is all right. All right, not a huge fan. How about Checkers or Rallies? How do you like those guys? I think they're quite finely seasoned. I'm actually surprised how much I like their fries. I think their fries are underrated. They got fully loaded fries too. Cheese fries with bacon and is it like sour cream or whatever? I don't need all the fixings for the fries. I'm gonna be honest. It's all right. Like I'm down with them. I'm down with it. But I don't need all that on my French fries. You know what I'm saying? Let me see. I think I like Burger King fries too. I think McDonald's does have it probably the best. Well, no, I don't want to say the best. The thing is, I like to mix it up. I like to mix it up a lot. But if I had to say one single fry, if I had to marry one fry for the rest of my life, McDonald's is probably the answer because it's like safe, it's good, especially when it's hot. That's the thing. Like McDonald's fries, you want them hot. I don't know why it tastes better, but it definitely does taste better. And then after that, I probably have to agree with you. Like Five Guys, pretty good. The thing about Five Guys is they're good even when they're like cold. Five Guys fries are very, very good. After them, I think Checkers has to be my answer though. Burger King is pretty good, but only when they're at least warm. Cold Burger King fries are terrible. But that's pretty true for McDonald's too. Like when McDonald's fries get cold, like damn, bro, they're like it's barely even food. It goes from the high highs to the low lows. I don't really know about all that. I just had Chick-fil-A not too long ago. Waffle fries, not bad at all. Not good enough for me to be like huge into, to be honest. They were good. I kind of get it. When I heard someone say that Chick-fil-A was overrated recently. I don't remember who it was. Oh, I bet it was Santi, the host of Food Theory, the new host of Food Theory. I tend to agree, actually. I don't think I'm that big on it nowadays. I really like their milkshakes though. Very, very good milkshakes. I don't know if I should feel as comfortable eating milkshakes as I do, though, because I've heard some horror stories. And I try not to make a habit out of it, but sometimes I'm like, nah, man, I need a milkshake. Today's a milkshake day. What else? I was talking about French fries before. Are there any other French fries that come to mind? Like big deal French fry guys? I don't think so. Steak fries are very good, but I don't know of anywhere that like just sells steak fries. I feel like it's usually a place, like a sub place for some reason. Like if you're gonna get steak fries, it's gonna be alongside a submarine sandwich for some reason. Subway doesn't have them though. French fries, I mean. I think there's a few places that come to mind though that have stuff like that. I haven't had, sorry, it's not apropos of nothing. It has nothing to do with French fries, but I haven't had Chipotle in a long time. And I think I should again. I don't know if there's a Chipotle near me at all though. I don't think there is. Yeah, I'm not driving anywhere. I'm not doing that. I guess you can probably order it through like DoorDash or something. Even if you don't. It's too late to order food today. Oh, I had pizza today. I shouldn't need very much more food. I don't know, man. I feel like I should have something else. What though? Peanut butter and jelly rice? Maybe that's what it is today. Another one of those days. I have frozen stuff. I'm running out of food though. Maybe I should just go grocery shopping tomorrow. Yeah, I think it's that time. I kind of planned on doing it this past Thursday, or maybe even this past Monday, but I just finished off the last pizza, so now I really truly do need food. I've gotten through a lot of my canned stuff too. I have a lot of canned fruits and stuff. I like things that don't go bad often. or early. But it's probably that time that I get fresh food again. Make like, wait, wasn't there, didn't I have a plan? Oh, salmon. Yeah. Salmon and asparagus. Okay. Okay. We got to figure this out. So salmon, asparagus, tacos. Should do all of those things. Tuna. Sure. Kind of a lot of fish, but whatever. It's fine. What else? Oh man, that's a lot of food. Am I going to get through all that food before it goes bad? When am I going to make it? Oh God, it's so hard to make food. I can make, oh man, make tacos on Monday? But it's supposed to be Taco Tuesday. So sad. Okay, we can do it. We can make two. It'll be fine. I definitely walked to the wrong side of that bank, and I don't know if that messes up my pathing. Oh no, it's fine. Yeah, I think it'll be Taco Monday tomorrow. Because it takes a long time for me to finish preparing all the vegetables and stuff mostly. And then we'll have salmon the next day. Right? Sure. And then following day, leftover taco. Sure. That seems good. And then the following day from that, how am I figuring out the entire week schedule? I think it makes sense though, because 2 days worth of taco seems like about the right amount. I want to make sure I get the salmon before it goes bad, so we'll do it the following day. So Monday's tacos, Wednesday's tacos, Tuesday's salmon. That would mean Friday is the tuna that I have a salad for. Tuna salad. Okay. Can definitely do that. Not that big of a deal. Saturday and Sunday. Ideally, I want to have as little. Oh. It's Easter Sunday, isn't it? Guys, this Sunday is Easter Sunday, isn't it? Not today, right? But next Sunday. I think that's real. I think that's real. Because if that's the case, I think I actually have plans for once. Guys, I have plans for Easter Sunday, I think. Like I actually have to go somewhere and do stuff. Okay. Sorry, I'm checking my calendar. Which is where I remember stuff. Hey, get in there. Okay. Yes. Okay, I do have Easter Sunday plans. So that means come Sunday, I can probably stream in the morning. Yes, I should be able to stream from like 9 until like noon, but it'll be a shorter stream for sure. How long is that? So if I do 7 hours every day during the week, that's like 21 plus 15 is 36. It's 39. I'm actually just short. Come then, 40 hours a week. Doesn't really matter, but I kind of want to hit that number if I can. So I might stream longer one of those days. Probably not the Saturday, but the Friday. So either the Tuesday or the Wednesday, I imagine. Something like that. Today is the Sunday before that. So if we go from Sunday to Saturday, is that still? Well, obviously that would be 30 plus 21. So that's 51. Okay. So if you count it that way, it's more than. Okay. But if you go from next Sunday, where it'll be 3 hours, to the following Saturday, it's way less. 39. Okay. So it kind of depends on how you split up the weeks, I guess. But yeah, calendar week wise, it would be 39. That's okay. We can figure it out. Shouldn't be that bad. Just an extra hour somewhere. What else? So I'm not gonna be streaming on Sunday. Not today, obviously. This Sunday. Hey, Miss Sack. Hello. Thank you. Should I respond properly? Okay, hold on. We can do this. Let's see. What do? We gotta outthink her, right? How do I respond to this actually? Can I just like right click it maybe? Message. There we go. Oh, damn. Wrong chat. Oh, now I'm embarrassed. How do I make this go away? It was a heart? What? Wait, are you saying that this whole time those have been hearts? Huh. Weird. That's not what I wanted to do. Oh, I guess I should make this. Okay. This? Wonder if I bring vials to the decanter guy, will he still charge me for vials? Or will he just use the vials that I bring him? Hmm. Miss Sexist. Yeah, I've only sent you hearts this entire time. Oh. I see. I figured you were trying to send me some kind of subliminal message about ball sacks. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I don't know where I got that from. I think there's like, it was like a Screen Junkies thing or whatever. They always read it as a ball sack. And I thought that was funny. Miss Sucks says, my love is a joke, I see. What? No. If your love was a joke, it would be much funnier. No. I'm not laughing. I would never laugh at your love. Never. I feel like I adapted. If your life was a joke, it would be funnier. But it wasn't malicious this time. I'm not sure if it landed well. But I tried. I'm not very good at making these bars. Also, it takes a surprising amount of time to make them. I thought for sure I would be like deep into this 5K number, but I mean, I'm making them at about the consistent rate that I expected to be making them. I wonder if I should be like here, like move this guy. Move this guy down there. And then do this. And then do like that. Something like this. What do you think about this? Now I can do that faster. That's a little confusing. But it's only a little confusing. I think I can do it. I don't know how much I need to do this like faster exactly, but this seems like something to do. Try and optimize it a little bit. So when I click here, I should kind of like drift back to here. That was rough. I missed like every click. I guess it should be like click, click. Sure. And then do this, click here. And then I want to click the adamant and then like this. It's okay. We'll drink a stamina potion in a second. It'll be fine. Look at this. We get here, we deposit all. Drink the stamina potion. Click there, just like that. Here we go. Chest. Whatever ore we're clicking or whatever. Up. So it's like chest. Here. Like that. I guess I could know where I'm going to be clicking on the screen if I had a screen marker. But, you know, fine. Kind of depends too. Do I have a marker there? I think so. Well, that's the deposit all, right? Yeah. That's fine. We can do that. It'll tell me where I need to go about. Pretty close to where I need to go. At least. Sometimes I don't need to deposit all, right? Like right now. That means that I need to be right above it. Like right here. I can go here. That was terrible. You saw the vision though. I wanted to click the chest or the bag. And then we go here. Here, back down. Yeah. Not bad. These. Do this. I think this is slightly better. Oh, and it's right alongside Spot. Wow. I didn't even do that on purpose. Huh. Weird. Hello, fellow comedian. Very good. Well done, Lokrin. Your love, too, is also a gem. All right. Oh. Oop. Oh, wow. So I have 4 hours left and like 2.5 hours of time left. Crazy. Spend a lot of time. That's probably where I lose most of my time, is just in the bank. Literally just looking at the bank. Thinking about dolphins. I have a lot of trouble clicking on that, and I don't know why. I want to misclick. Oh man, everybody saw me go the wrong way around. Fine. I don't care. What? Oh, I guess I did it? Yeah, I did it. How did I do that so fast? Whoop. Is it like 0 tick? You can just do it instantly? That would explain why it takes so long. Because I like react to it. No. That time, that one time it was very, very fast, but every other time, nope, sure isn't. Interesting. So the stamina potion does mess up my flow a little bit. The thing that's most interesting to me is I only get one stamina potion. I'm not sure why exactly. Because you would think it would give me a full inventory of one stamina ones or whatever, but it doesn't work that way. Because I'm on all, right? Not sure what the difference is between the adamantite, excuse me, and coal. All right. Oh, that was a weird order. Like, oh yeah, I'm supposed to deposit these bars. Huh. Oh, is it a true tile thing? Maybe that's what's going on there. I'm like depositing them when my true tile gets to where. Yeah, I get it. So I can do it a little faster than I have been. Okay. Interesting. Wonder when exactly, like how soon I can actually do it. Not that soon. Oh, wait. No, exactly that soon. What the? So like if I do it at exactly the right time, my inventory never appears. Weird. Like that? Nope. Not like that at all. Now I can't see it. Hmm. You all saw it though. Definitely a thing. It's real. Like the One Piece. I just don't know. Maybe it's like frame perfect or something ridiculous. I should just stop trying. It's not worth it. Because my rate's definitely slower when I misclick it, right? Thanks, defense. I knew I could always rely on you, keeping me safe. Maybe we should turn this off. Maybe we should turn that off. Not because anybody said anything wrong, because it seems like a trend has been set. And it can only go poorly from here. Okay, great. Now we wait. Or I guess more smithing experience. It's ultimately what we're looking for, right? Do I really need, I was gonna add it to the screen, but like, do I really need that? Add the progression bar or whatever, telling me what my rate is like. Like you can kind of tell. Like I'm doing it. Not terrible, right? I'm still under 23 or 24 like I'm supposed to be, but let's see. How about that? Is that better? 85 an hour? I think I was doing 88 or 90 before with Mithril. Is that real? Nah, there's no way that's real. This is definitely more experience per hour. That's the whole point of switching up. Well, I guess there's more profit too, right? There's no way Mithral's more dollars. Mithril ore is worthless. Oh, but that could be it. Mithril bars are good, but Mithril ore is worthless. That would make the that would make the profit bigger, but I guess I think that's unlikely. I think this is probably a better ore, better profit. It's all better profit, better experience, all that. You do. Good night, brother. These mouse clicks. What are you doing? You're in molasses, bro. No wonder my rate's so bad. Gotta do way better than that. Nah, it's fine. I don't care. I'm here for a good time, not a long time. Or I'm here for a long time, not a good one. Yeah, that's probably it. I have to invert it because I'm going slowly. All right. Our bank is actually looking kind of full for once. We're finally hitting the point where it's like, oh, now I actually have to choose what stuff I hold on to. There's a bunch of stuff that I can get rid of that just like doesn't really matter, but the quest items most notably. But there's a few things here and there that are like just silly quest associated things that are like not even really quest items. Like that cape I just got from that diary. Nobody cares about that, right? Unless it's a fashion thing. I don't know about Fashionscape. I don't think I rock with Fashionscape. I respect the people who care about it the same way I respect Iron Men and Skillers, in that it's like from afar, cool. For me, nah. That sounds hard or expensive in the case of Fashionscape. I don't know how hard it is. Hard to figure out how your bank slots are supposed to work. Got to organize them all by color. I do like the idea of organizing someone's bank by color. That seems very funny to me. It's like, it's got to be obscenely cruel though. What do you do for the multicolored things? You just use the thing that has the most prominent color, perhaps? Yeah, you do. On the top, you do dominant color, and on the side, you do secondary colors. Pretty funny. Organize it 2 ways with tags now. That seems like a lot. But you could do it. Why not? Because it's inconvenient, not helpful for anyone. But also it's funny. And funny is more important to me than it being inconvenient for someone else, I think. I'm pretty sure. How would you leave? Okay, so if you organize someone's bank by color, how would you leave a message for them so that they knew it was you that organized their bank by color? I was thinking spelling out something with bank fillers. That would probably be fine. Other than that, I'm not sure how you would do it. Is there a good way to leave a message on your own account for someone else or for yourself, for example? I know RuneLight has this little note guy, but I think that's local PC. I think that's your RuneLight, not your actual account, right? I don't know. What would I do in the base game to leave myself a note? I don't think you can like write in a journal like in Minecraft or anything like that. It's too subtle to like use like the first letter of items, I feel like. spell something, there's no way that anyone's gonna pick that up. Like, I just imagine, I don't know, sardines, adamantite, magic. I'm sure there's something, a magic seed, sure, to make Sam's, right? Or maybe it should just be the first letter of the item, not magic seed MS. Jeez, you see what I'm saying? Like, I feel like it's a whole decryption algorithm. Like, there's no way that you're gonna leave a message that somebody's going to obviously be able to tell. They'll probably just be like, well, that's weird. It's weird that these items are this way. But yeah, I guess I would go with the bank filler thing, so it's conspicuous. And then you can just weave items through the bank fillers to make whatever characters you need. You can even follow like digital block rules for letters or whatever. I think should be fine. You have to go between bank tabs, I guess, but other than that, you'd be fine. You get a lot of bank fillers, too. I guess as many bank fillers as you have slots. Ta-da! How that works. Nope. That's wrong. All right. I'll be here. Still. Smelting, smelt. Blast and smelt. Ooh, I don't know about that. Yeah, I'm not going to be doing that, actually. We're going to be smelting at this furnace. Okay, that was a mistake. That's fine. I wonder how much stamina I had before I used that potion. Was the buff still going? Oh, I guess you guys can't even tell. Haha. I used that potion totally by accident. I mean, you saw me misclick it or whatever, but I did end up using it because I figured it was the easiest way to get rid of it. And honestly, it's not that bad. One stamina. Oh my. What are you doing? Okay. This. Sorry, my hand just went numb being in the same position for so long. Lack of circulation. Oh no. How did I say new Savage's dog pick instead of new pick of Savage's dog? Weird. I feel like I didn't. What? What just happened? Oh wow, we're nearly at 74. We're actually very close to our goal. I mean, we're not like extremely close. But like, we're making significant progress. 4,600 bars left. That's not bad. Feel good about that. Wait, how did the dwarves give 35 ores of iron? Must have been noted, I guess. Do you think NPCs have more inventory space than we do? Despite the fact that they only drop one item? Or two? To like 4? Well, to be fair, usually they drop bones plus whatever else, right? So it's not like they're dropping their bones. They had bones and you kill them and then they became bones. Even you become bones when you die. Even you become bones. What a weird way of saying it. I mean, it's not inaccurate. It's not untrue. It seems like I said that differently than I intended, but no, you become bones. You really do. If you kill someone if you use a bone crusher and kill someone, do their bones get buried? I feel like it must, right? Literally put them in the dirt. Goddamn. Goddamn. I always like the if there's like someone that you like really truly disagree with or whatever, like someone who you consciously, like according to your conscience, cannot abide by, you're like you bury them under the jail. They go under the jail instead of just in the jail. I guess that's like a funeral service type thing. But I always interpreted it like a dungeon situation. But surely it's supposed to be read as like, well, not taken literally at all, but if it were to be read literally, it would be like a mortuary service as opposed to some kind of cavernous, torturous dungeon, right? Surely. Wait. Oh, I was like, what is easy about this blast furnace? No, the plugin is called Easy Blast Furnace. That's what's going on. I appreciate it for telling me what to do. It means that I don't have to pay as much attention. I mean, I probably should pay more attention. At least have my house somewhat in the right place. Hello, funny succubus. What do you think? What do you think is Suck's funniest joke? I like her southern twang a lot. It's not really a joke. I think my favorite joke that Suck tells all the time is the malapropism. I think that's my favorite bit of hers. I don't think she does it on purpose sometimes, but that's okay. A lot of times she does do it on purpose, for sure. And that's part of the reason why I'm not sure if she does it on purpose sometimes. I think she doesn't, genuinely, but I think she like owns it. She adopts it as canon easily. And I think that easygoingness suits her well. That's my favorite Suck joke. Malapropism. Oh, that's the comical misuse of a word. So if I were to say, being with Suck is the very pineapple of happiness for me, right? Instead of pineapple, I obviously meant pinnacle. Let me just explain literary elements to you. So an allusion to something. Oh my gosh. We're not doing that. We could, but we're not going to. You know, I was looking at this apparatus with the bike or whatever. I was thinking, do you need to operate both sides of the conveyor belt? Surely operating one side would be fine, but I imagine the wear and tear is much worse. Good Lord, sir. What a terrible rotation. I made it to 2,400 bars an hour, and then I do this. And then I do this. I guess I'm actually getting better at this. Oh my. Never mind. Never mind. Just watch the number go down. Just watch it happen in real time. I don't love it, but it's the only consequence I deserve after all the things I've done, all the people I've killed. I mean, bugs that Yugi has killed. What? I haven't killed anyone. That would be crazy. Please get the purse. Please let number go up again. I like it better when number go up. I don't want number to go down. No! This is terrible. It's all falling apart. We're falling to pieces. Let's see. What else do we want to do? Talk about. Think about. How about pet hunting? Pet hunting is really popular among my peers. I don't really get the appeal. I was surprised mostly when Scurry showed up, but I'm certainly not going to seek out. I was considering adding seaweed to my farming run, in fact. Because I was like, oh, well, maybe it's good for, various things. I found out you can use it for glass blowing, which is cool. Because that's magic and crafting experience, of which are super glass blowing or whatever. But I don't have enough magic. I'm at 75. You need 77. So unfortunately, that doesn't do anything for me now. I mean, I guess I could get the seaweed in advance, but I could just buy it as well. But the profit's better. So you profit from making it, from super glass. Yeah, I guess it's super glass. You literally profit from making it, but I don't know if I want to do that. First of all, for crafting experience, I guess it's fine. There's ways to profit from crafting though. So like you just simply don't have to do that. There's probably better options. Oh yeah, I was looking that up before. There's a nice little table, nice little sortable table or whatever. It was very convenient. So I should be able to do that. But superglass is an option, sure, but more at issue. Like, what else is the seaweed actually going to do for me? Like, what specifically is it going to accomplish? And I think it's really just pet chance. Like, it gives a little bit of experience. Logan says, "Senpai noticed me." Yeah? What do you mean? Oh, stuck? Yeah. You sure did. Oh, the mouse clicks. Oh my God. What is happening? Am I losing it? Yeah, I'm going. I'm disappearing. I'm vanishing into the ether. It's okay. I think we can continue to do Blast Furnace. If anything, I'm doing better now than I was in Blast Furnace. But I might be dissociating pretty soon. Start losing myself actually in the sauce. Fading away. I don't think it's that bad. I feel like I'm fine, but if the last time I was tired is anything to go by, me being tired means that I can't tell how tired I am and everyone else is just concerned. You just become concerned. Let's see, how much more time is in the stream? An hour? Surely you guys will allow me an hour more of stream. Surely, right? No one's that worried. Plus, I'm taking tomorrow off. I mean, I'm not really worried about an hour stream either way. Or even like streaming even 40 hours a week. It doesn't make a huge difference. I just like the idea of saying that I've been streaming full time for, since July, which I think is still technically true. Maybe I missed one 40-hour window, depending on how you slice the days exactly, but like, it's close enough to true that I just don't care. If you average out the 51s, for sure you get 40 hours, no doubt. More than that, well, more than that. But honestly, like, it's just an artificial goal, or it's an artificial metric, earmark. It doesn't like actually matter, right? The thing that matters the most is the quality of the stream. How comfortable you guys feel here, how much we talk about stuff, what we figure out, what kind of truths we arrive to. Did a little bit of recalibrating with the channel points, a little bit. Oh, and I got art coming in for that too. My emote artist has some new things. I want to do some channel point icon stuff, but I also want to do more. Oh, it's like this guy. Ow. More stuff like that as well. It's more of an animator thing than an artist thing, I guess. They're both artists, but you get what I'm saying. That was a weird noise. It sounded like it went woo, 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 woo. Oh, you know what we should do? Listen to not this music. I just realized we've been listening to the Blast Furnace music this entire time. Good Lord, man. It's been like, okay, if I made 2,000 bars, it's been almost an hour of just Blast Furnace. Whoops. My bad. I forgot. There's a lot of good music in this game. We don't need to listen to just Blast Furnace. Blast Furnace's theme. We could listen to my music too, I guess. I don't know. I'm a little self-conscious about listening to my music because it's a little discordant. I feel like not all of it goes together very well, which makes some amount of sense because we just like made, I say we, my music guy made music, right? Didn't like make it so that it was like part of a grander theme or whatever. And that's fine, like, but when we just play the songs like in any random order, it doesn't quite gel, in my opinion. I feel like even RuneScape's music gels a little bit better, but maybe I'm biased. Maybe that's not true. Maybe it does sound fine. I mean, how does music gel to begin with? You just associate it, right? Because it's not like every song on any given album sounds like it belongs to the same album unless the artist itself like crafts it that way. Because like, does Interstellar 5555, the story of the secret star system, does that sound like one continuous story to you? I think no. I don't think it does. And if it does, it's because you attribute the story to the soundtrack, not the other way around, right? What an interesting production, by the way. What a cool thing that exists in the world. As far as I know, that one time and never again. It's like a bunch of movies have original soundtracks, but very seldom is the entire movie retrofitted to an album, which I believe is what happened there, right? The album existed and then the movie came about, which is so fascinating to me. I should look into that more. I should see. There's probably a YouTube video. How did the story of the secret star system come to be? Why do? That was another thing. I was considering if I wanted to do like video essay type content. You need to get something to put in there, dude. If I was going to do video essay type content, one of the things that I considered doing when we were watching Avatar: The Last Airbender, we just finished it, by the way, was what if Uncle Iroh like met Yang? What if Uncle Iroh was the first teacher that Aang got instead of whoever taught him first, the guy from the Northern Water Tribe, I guess, or Katara, depending on how you look at it, whatever. I feel like that would change the course of the narrative significantly, not because Aang does very much different, but because Iroh being part of Team Avatar tremendously affects the narrative trajectory. Like Zuko probably stays a bad guy or something like that. That was another similar one was, what if Aang, like, call it personality wise, and Zuko personality wise swapped places, like, or character wise, if that makes sense. Like Zuko ended up being the last airbender and Aang was the prince of the Fire Lord, but otherwise they're exactly the same. I feel like that would be pretty interesting too. I've been watching, well, I used to, I guess I haven't been. I used to watch every What If that Masako X of Team 4-Star fame, the voice of Goku from Dragon Ball Z Abridged. He does a bunch of other stuff too, but I'm specifically talking about his channel, which is the main thing that he does on his channel, or at least used to do, was Dragon Ball What Ifs, which is basically just retelling the story of Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z, mostly Dragon Ball Z onwards, with a substantial change. Again, what if, for example, Goku was a girl, right? You would think that not much would change, and for the most part, that's true. He meant, like, when he changed that, other things changed as well. Like Goku's personality was more girl-ish, basically, which ended up being translated to like more sociable and like personable. So like Goku ended up caring more about friendship than, not like than fighting, but you get what I'm saying. Goku ended up being a better friend ultimately, which meant that the Z fighters had like collectively stronger bonds with one another and like stayed in better touch and probably like ended up fighting more fit generally. Typically the way fighting or training works in Dragon Ball is like you get stronger faster if you're training against other people, unless you're Goku on your way to Namek, I guess. But generally that's the way it works, right? So it makes a decent amount. What is going on? Is it the server lag? What's going on? Just ignore it. Fine. That's the second time like I had to wait significantly, despite the fact that I'm not doing anything wrong. I don't think. I think this is fine. I think this is correct. Maybe I am doing it. Like, seemed like I was waiting here for a long time for the ores to smelt, and it just wasn't happening. Doesn't smelt just sound like melt? Like some kind of portmanteau between smithing and melting or something? It's a real word, but it sounds like it's made up, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Like it doesn't actually mean anything. Well, not that it doesn't. I'm sorry. It obviously means something. I mean, it was a word. Every word is made up. You know what a portmanteau is. I don't need to explain it to you. You understand. You understand the concept. Over explaining. What do we do here? This. And then, sorry, I'm switching headphones. I have this set of headphones. I should probably stop using it because it literally hurts to use. But otherwise they're good. So like, I just use them anyway. I don't know why. Seems like it fits very, very comfortably. And then when I remove it, like my ear is in a lot of pain. From like, I guess the pressure of the earphones. Oh yeah, it's earbuds, not headphones, right? I do have both, actually. I'm not wearing both at the moment. I don't really use the headphones for streaming. I guess I could. It might be better. It occurred to me at one point that I could have one computer always be on the headphones and then earbuds for the other computer. Maybe that makes sense. But then you can kind of stack them as well. That was a thing I did for a while, a long time actually. But also, I stopped doing it because I started wearing those headphones for like a long, long time. I mean, as you might imagine, right? I've been streaming for 15 hours and it's like not the best, I don't think. Thankfully, I'm not like sweaty or anything, or not very sweaty at least. But it's just one of those things where anything that's in contact with your body for an extremely long amount of time, probably not for the best. Though that might be solving the wrong problem. Maybe the problem there is like, hey, maybe you should stream less. Which is real. It's a real thought. I don't know. I feel like we've been doing pretty well so far. So I don't really feel like I should change anything. I feel like this is fine. Granted, towards the end of the stream, yeah, I'm a little more tired, but I feel like I'm still here. I'm still present. I'm not lost in the sauce. Just a little more confused. You know, a little more of a space cadet. I don't think that's an issue. I'm not upset. You know what we should do? We should hide Spot. He's been here for too long. You don't get any more of the new Spot. No more. I should actually move that too. Go here. I don't know where he is. Probably not in this one. Yep. There he is. There he goes. Then we'll just move it up a level. Nope. Don't know why that didn't work. Wait, that's not how you spell content. Oh, no, it's supposed to be content. Wait, hold on. Is there a difference between content and content? Isn't it just the way you pronounce it? I feel like I should have known this already. Surely content and content are just spelled the same, pronounced differently. Okay. Content. In a state of peaceful happiness, state of satisfaction. Yep. And the things that are held or included in something. Yes. Content versus what? Excuse me? Wait. Why did he say them both the same way? What do you mean? What do you mean? Yeah, this is spelled content. Yeah, that pronounces wrong. Like the way it's written is correct. What is that called? The Universal Phonetic Alphabet or whatever? It was written out correctly, but the voiced thing that Google provided was actually wrong for the first one. It said it both ways the same way, even though the Universal Phonetic Alphabet was different. It's content versus content. Content. What? Content. Content. I don't understand, but there is a difference. I don't know what the difference is. It sounds different. Is it emphasis? Is that part of it? Is it stressed voiced syllables? Content. 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 Yeah, that's what it is. You do the second syllable for one of them. Content, right? And then it's content. I've always been bad at that. It's even worse in Japanese because in Japanese you also have inflection. It's mostly flat, to be real, but there is a little bit. Dogen. Shout out to Dogen on YouTube. He always says Japanese is furato. 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 Right? It's not flat. It's not furato. It's furato. Right? My Japanese is not very good. I'm sorry. It's never been good. It's never going to be good. Oh, that's not true. I can practice it, right? I don't know if I'm going to though. There was VR stuff. There was a time where we went to VR chat and there was a bunch of somewhat dubious textbooks in Koyoshi. No, wait. Genki. Genkoyoshi is the paper, right? I think so. Paper with the, it's like lined paper. It's the equivalent of lined paper in, you know, an alphabetic language instead of a phonetic. What are the, so they're mora, but like, what are they, what are the actual symbols called? So kanji is what some of the symbols, but it's like more broader than that. So you have kanji, hiragana, katakana, right? But what do you call them all together collectively? What is the umbrella term for those symbols? But yeah, you use that kind of paper to write it. But you don't need to. You can write it on anything. But like, you get what I'm saying, because it's like designed. It makes it unambiguous where the letters, characters, symbols, where they end, right? You don't really need it. Well, in English text, you wouldn't need it, right? and you wouldn't need it in Japanese either. It's just like a formal thing. It's like, again, you can write on anything. You don't need lined paper to write, but what does it actually do for you? What does lined paper do for you in English? Not really anything, huh? I mean, it makes it more structured, so it like looks probably better. So that's probably all it is. Interesting. Huh. Never really considered. Ultimately, line paper is just like when you're learning cursive, or I guess people don't learn cursive anymore, but back in the day, you would learn actually script the same way, but cursive as well. There would be line paper, but the line paper was like it would have like a solid line on top and bottom, and then in the middle like a dashed line, because you can use the middle dashed line for the half height characters, like a lowercase a, most lowercase characters in fact, right? Whereas an uppercase a would go all the way to the top. I guess that was just easier. And in the same way, line paper works so that you can see how wide your characters are supposed to be, or tall. Yeah, how tall your characters are supposed to be. Maybe that's all it really is supposed to. It's just a learning tool. That's got to be what it is. And you just continue to use line paper for other things if you choose to do or have to do so. Mostly for schoolwork. Interesting. It's got to be what it is. And again, Koyoshi is about the same. It does give an impression of being a much more formal for Japanese from my perspective. But that's just because everything is more formal in Japanese from my perspective. You kind of learn it to be like formal and polite, right? Like that's just well, not like formal, but polite, I guess. That's just like the standard way to learn Japanese for some reason. I don't know why. More complicated in a lot of ways. You'd think it would be better to learn plain Japanese and then just like speak like not like a ruffian, but you get what I'm saying. Rather than speaking like you're, well, I mean, sounding like you're a foreigner, I guess, probably was going to happen regardless, right? But like using a polite speech all the time is perhaps more fitting for teaching someone who's just gonna fuck it up regardless. At least you'll sound like you're doing your best to be polite. I mean, that's probably a good idea. I don't know. If I was teaching someone to speak English, I would just speak normally all the time, which is similar to what I'm sorry, his name is Yuta, but is it Japanese with Yuta? Is that the name of his YouTube channel? I think so. I used to watch it a lot more seriously than I do now. I was much more interested in like trying to learn Japanese, but like I never really put the time. I was just watching YouTube videos about Japanese. I just like factoids, I guess. Really, it's edutainment type rather than like properly learning anything, I guess. I don't know. Some of it's good enough. Some of it's more than sufficient. It's a little bit, it's not like I'm vetting the sources or anything, right? I'm just like hearing what they have to say on it. It's a bit like watching a documentary to learn about something. Like you don't really learn in so much as you hear and listen, because learning to me is like a cross-referenced sort of a thing. You're really like to really own knowledge, right? You can't just have it from a monolith of information. Like documentaries are like, they're like almost innately persuasive as opposed to informational, right? The way that they're structured is to tell you things as if they are fact. And indeed they are often fact. Don't get me wrong. Not all documentaries are like terrible, but you can make a documentary about something that isn't even true, right? Like you can just do what you want. Like no one's going to stop you from like lying, right? Like there might be like an expose on you for like for being untruthful, for telling mistruths, right? But you can make it regardless of how true it actually is. Shout out to the History Channel. it was a History Channel, right? Maybe it was was it the Discovery Channel? What channel was the one that did like mermaids, like specials on like fucking mermaids and shit? Like, was it like during Shark Week even? Wait, isn't Shark Week specifically the Discovery Channel? I don't remember. But like, wild stuff. Shout out to Ancient Aliens. I don't know if I've learned anything from Ancient Aliens, but it was definitely entertaining when I watched it. Thankfully I haven't seen all of it, but I definitely saw some of it. And that guy's hair, goddamn. You're doing God's work with that hair, bro. I appreciate you. I imagine that's like part of the costume, right? Like there's no way. Well, there is a way. He very well could just like have that kind of hair all the time, but I imagine it after it established if it was real before, it's like definitely the costume now. It's also kind of a meme now, right? Well, was ancient history now, right? Like, if anything, like a proto meme. Actually, I feel like the meme came about well after Ancient Aliens, like when it's after it started at least, right? So maybe it's not actually a proto meme. Isn't that weird? People just like redistributing, I guess, redistributing existent content as modern memes. Yeah. It's almost cyclical in a way. There is nothing new. Nothing will ever be new again. And nothing will ever be new again. Wow. What an edge. I stumbled straight into that, but I love that phrasing. Nothing will ever be new again. You can read it like two or three different ways. Because obviously anything that was new can't be new again. But in addition to that, I'm saying that or separately from that. Well, in addition works that way, I guess. But you can't make anything that will be new. You've run out of new options. It reads both ways. Wow, I actually quite like that. I'm pretty sure I didn't just make that up. I'm sure I rediscovered something. I rediscovered something that already existed because nothing can ever be new again. We've been there before. We've crossed that bridge. Oh my gosh. What a good time. I'm having a great time. A little bit of linguistic discovery going on. Oh man. Jan Miseli. Shout out to that dude. Jan Miseli, you and I, we have a similar affinity for things that probably don't matter in the grand scheme of the world. So what's up, Kitsune wife? Because this dude went, they just go on deep dives on like stuff. Like they explain to me what Tokipona is, that language. It's like a minimalistic language. But also I learned so much about the group. I'm sorry, it's complicated. All right, hear me out, right? There's, you know the song, right? The song Caramel Dancing. I don't know how to say it in Swedish, I guess. So you're familiar with the song. Are you familiar with the artist? Because there's like revisionist history going on, and it's like weird. It's like weirdly detailed and like rife. Fraught, excuse me, with misinformation, like a misinformation campaign or some shit. Like there's stuff going on, because right now, if you go to YouTube or whatever, it'll be the Caramel Girls, right? Which are like CG, like 3D VTuber type anime girls or whatever. But like the original song had like just regular people, but like the original music video, as I understand it at least, or when I first saw it, let me put it that way, had similar but not quite the same anime girls. It's like a whole thing. It's very weird, very strange. Some kind of licensing thing going on, I think. But Yeah, man. It's a whole YouTube video. I highly recommend it. In that I went on a goddamn journey. It was a fantastic time. I don't think we're gonna get this done. I'm pretty sure we're not gonna get this done. We have 87 per hour, 40 minutes left. Ooh, one more hour though. What? How did that happen? One more hour. And we do get 75. That's pretty good. I kind of want to do the rest as well. Rather than stopping. So if I do one more hour, I'm going to get 2,400 more, right? Or just about 2,400 bars. We have 3,000 bars. So I don't think that we're going to do that. We'll just have like 1 hour of blast furnace that we can do tomorrow. Or not tomorrow, the day after. Because tomorrow's Monday. I don't stream on Mondays. But yeah, on Tuesday, we can do more of this. I guess. It's only a little bit more. You definitely need more smithing experience after I'm going to stop. Because I'm going to stop at the time that I'm supposed to stop, I think. Because we're just not gonna make it happen all night long. That's silly. It's silly to stay here until I run out of adamantite ore. Sure. It's silly to do that. That's what I'm trying to say. I can, but I don't think it makes sense to do all that. RuneScape is a marathon, not a race, right? We're just casually working through, I think. I'm surprised that my Discord link changed. I thought it was going to be permanent, but I guess it only lasts for yay so many hours. I wonder if that's because there's like so many different Discords. They just want to reuse links eventually. I don't know. It's a lot of characters. We're talking 3, 6, 8. And that's like, so there's 52 letters, uppercase and lowercase, plus 10 numbers. So 62 to the power of 8. That seems like a lot. I don't think you're ever going to use that many. I don't think that's going to happen. That many Discord servers, I think that's impossible. Kitsune Wife says the best pace is the pace that works for you. That's true. That's true. Not like I'm racing anybody. I don't got nothing to prove to nobody. I did find out I'm 11 weeks deep real time. Game time is 11 weeks times 50 hours mostly. So roughly 550 hours. But real time. Oh, and that's like more than 10 days. By like not a lot though. I call it 11 days. Wait. What? How? Oh, because it's 50 times 11. Yeah, which is nearly 48 times 11. Okay, sure. So roughly 50 days, roughly 550 hours. Wife says, I'm excited for you to get to raids and stuff eventually. I mean, yeah, at this point, that is going to happen eventually. I never thought that I was going to do raids, but I guess I will at least do entry level raids for quests. I'm reasonably sure I'm going to, well, I don't want to like promise that I'm going to do the questscape, but I'm going to try. Right now, I'm going to try to do a questscape. Not like right now, obviously, but being that we've done Sins of the Father and we plan on doing Dragon Slayer 2, it only makes sense to me that we do the other major quests as well, like difficult ones, being Song of the Elves and Monkey Madness and Desert Treasure 2. Probably in that order specifically. So that's kind of where I'm at. And once we do all of those, it's like, well, the rest of the quests probably aren't that bad. Grandmasters are all worth doing. Yeah, exactly. And eventually with the quest cape in hand, it's going to be easy. Well, not easy, but it's going to be easier at that point. You know, focus on skills and then just, I don't know, just play out the rest of the game, see where we end up. Particularly like farming stuff is happening with farming. Like, it's wild to me how much farming experience I have now. I don't know why my farming level is as high as it is, and the gap is widening at this point. Like, that's a lot of experience. I feel like a week ago or 2 weeks ago, I had like half as much farming experience. And I've done more than farming, but I guess I haven't done anything specific other than farming. Like, I did, like 2 weeks ago, I didn't even have a fire cape, right? So I did a bunch of bursting. I did a bunch of, well, maybe not a bunch of bursting. I did a decent amount of bursting though. I did a good amount of bursting, but I also did a lot of Kinchampa ranging, level ranged a lot. So like, I don't know, man. Like, I don't know what's going on. You should make a farm redeem to like 2 or 3 hours. I certainly can do that. Thing is like, I usually hold myself to a farm run more than anyone else does. And also, I mean, I guess we're only like halfway done with farming, but I was like, and also, how long lived is that redeem going to be? Like, but yeah, I mean, I'll do it. Sure, I can do it. But like, you can also just ask me and I'll probably stop what I'm doing and do a farm run, depending on where I am. But it is also obnoxious to think like imagine doing Desert Treasure 2, right? Like, I'm in the middle of a Vardorvis fight, right? So that's not the middle of Desert Treasure 2. I guess that's towards the beginning, but whatever. And I get a farm redeem and I'm like, bruh. So I don't know if I want to do it like immediately. Redeem feels better when it's disruptive. I get it. But I'm not going to be fucking in Inferno, right? Or better yet, in a raid with like other people. Be like, oh, well, I got to do a farm run. You know what I'm saying? Like, no thanks. That sounds terrible. But I do get it. For the viewer experience, it is funnier, but not necessarily about that. Oh, and it doesn't need to be 2 to 3 hours. It doesn't need to be anywhere close to that. It can be. It could be much shorter than that. Oh, the other problem is my Ardugum cape only has 5 teleports. Oh. And I can't get an elite cape. That's just not like, it's just not gonna happen. I guess I could just use an Ardugum teleport, but that's like much further from the farm. Not like much further, I guess, but it's significantly worse. Like much worse. And Ardugum Cape's teleport is very, very good, and when it runs out, it's very sad. I haven't actually experienced that yet. I haven't like tried to use it and it didn't have a teleport for me. Is that true? No. It did happen once. When I first upgraded it to, when I first upgraded it to level 3, I guess, I realized that when you do that, the day you do that, you don't go from having 3, you go from 3 to having 5, which means if you use 3 and then you upgrade it, you only have 2 more. It doesn't give you those 3 back. I was like, but why not? Like, it's fucking stingy. Like, it would only help for 1 day. Like, who cares? Apparently the answer is fucking Jagex. They're like, nah, man, no free rides. But yeah, I don't get. They're like really strict sometimes. Jagex is. And I don't get it, but like whatever. It's fine. Not a big deal. Not a huge deal, I guess. Speaking of, man, Though some of those achievement diary items, well, not just the items, the benefits you get, including the items, sometimes they're fucking terrible, dude. God damn. Like bad. Like, how do I even get use out of this bad? Now, to be fair, there's a lot of stuff I don't know about in this game, like at all. Like, I don't know what the fuck dynamite is for, but you can get free dynamite every day. I'm like, okay, cool, I guess. Then there's a bunch of stuff like that, to be fair, right? Like there's stuff that I just don't know about, but there's other things that I do know about, right? That I'm like, no, I know this is garbage because it definitely is garbage. One thing I've never benefited from, I have the first level of Rada's Blessing for Corund, and that item at level 2, at level 3, at level 4 is like really good. It's an excellent diary item. At level 1 though, it basically doesn't do shit. It lets you catch bonus fish 4% of the time. It gives you 0 prayer bonus at level 1. And it almost doesn't do anything. It lets you teleport somewhere once a day or whatever. I don't even remember where it is that it lets you teleport. It's not the mountain though. You get the mountain at level 3, I think. You can teleport to the mountain 3 times or some shit like that. Maybe you can teleport to the mountain with the lady, the Slayer Master. Corund? No. I don't know what her name is. The Corund Mountain Slayer Master lady. You know what I'm talking about. You can teleport to her for sure at level 3. I think it's 3 times then, and so it was probably 1 time at level 2 or whatever, and then it's infinite after that, which is really good. Definitely really good. Just hard to get elite diaries, man. You need like every elite diary requires you to have like 1 skill at 90 or whatever. At least 1 skill. Sometimes usually even more than 1. Except for the Lumbridge one, which is like, oh nah, man, you don't need a 90. You need to have a whole ass quest gate. And I'm like, bruh. So much to ask, I feel like. To be fair, a 90 isn't nothing, but depending on the 90, some of them are obviously easier to get than others. I mean, I'm gonna get 90 farming fucking on accident. Like I'm not even like trying to make that happen, really. I'm just doing farm runs. And Tithe Farm gives a lot of experience too. I don't feel like I can get as much experience as I get in Tithe Farm in like any other skill in like a mini game situation. Like at all. Maybe Squirking. Maybe Squirking gives you a similar amount of thieving experience. But like other than that, and that one's harder to tell because I don't really, you get it all at once, so it's kind of hard to know. But the Tithe Farm, that's like when I did it at level fucking 75, 80, I got like a significant amount from turning in 100 of those bastards, which I get it. It's like a decent amount of effort, but like 3 hours in Tithe Farm felt like it gave me more than 3 hours in Temporos, 3 hours in Wintertide, 3 hours in, you see what I'm saying? Like any other, like name a mini game. Even this one, I think Tithe Farm the rate was like 120 overall, which is, 50% better than Blast Furnace. And obviously Tithe Farm is like strictly profitable. It costs you 0 money to do, unless you're using Humidify, I guess. But you get like herb sacks or whatever, herb pouches, herb seeds. You get something related to herbs from it if you want to trade it into money. This obviously is, well, I don't know how much more profit it is. I can't say it's more profitable. I imagine that it is, but I actually don't know. I guess that's a legitimate question. Maybe I should know how much money Tithe Farm gives you. Let's look. That was terrible. Tithe Farm. Tithe farm. Rewards. God damn. Okay, so if you do 10,000 fruit deposited, you get 3.7 million. And you get what? I mean, it depends on how many you do, right? Because they're in groups of 4. You're going to do at least 4 though. So you get 16 at least per run. You could do as much as 6, which would be 24 per run. Did I get this? I don't think I did. Sure did not. Whoops. I think I need to do like one more group of 27. Will this matter? Find out. Look around and find out. Whoops. What do I get for trying to read? So you can get grape seed. There's a way to get something else though. This song is very dramatic. Although it is possible to obtain Tangleroot through the Tithe Farm, it is extremely unlikely. In terms of probability, it would take nearly 3 billion farming experience. Jesus Christ. On average, equivalent to 25,000 hours of playing. God damn. All right, so do not do Tithe Farm for the pet. God damn. I'm glad I did not get that pet. I would never hear the end of that shit. Never. Wait, doesn't this mean that it goes back to 81? Yeah, it goes back to 81. Okay. So we're going to be trapped in this particular loop unless we change something. I think I should just do this. I think it's just going to continue to be weird unless I reset it. Strategies, no. I want to know how much. There was one other way. Isn't there someone like upstairs that you can trade for like Zamorak wine or something? I feel like that was a thing. Yeah, players can speak to them to learn how to play. Getting their gameplay. Tithe farm strategies. Oh, you can only have 1,000 fruit at a time. Fascinating. Farmer's instance and solo only. Okay, you don't need Corrin's favor. Wait, January 10th, 2024? Yo, that happened just after I started playing RuneScape, old school RuneScape, on January 6th, 2024. The favor thing was removed literally like like the week of me gaining membership or something like that. Like it was very, very, very soon, shortly after. Oh, every 3 plants is 1. Oh. I don't see anything. Can I look? I swear there was somebody on the other floor. Continuing Wife says, what are your thoughts on the socioeconomic impact of Valamore opening their gates to mainlanders? Seen a spike in pickpockets, poachers, and tomb raiders. It's a good question. Also breaking and enterings. Ultimately, they're not really tomb raiders. I think they explicitly got permission from the owner of that stuff. So I guess that's not necessarily an issue. But the pickpockets, poachers, and breaking and enterings. Well, it's not breaking and entering, it's trespassing. Trespassing and burglary. Those are all real problems. And honestly, I'm not sure that the people of Valamore are equipped to deal with them. They tend to act swiftly and I would argue justly with regards to wrongdoers. It seems that the prince is somewhat preoccupied and also not quite diligent, a little lackadaisical. So I think Valamore is going to have rough seas ahead with regards to its leadership. Some kind of shaking up or changing of hands will probably be in order. But ultimately, when they opened up, this is kind of riffraff they're going to welcome in, you know? So there's not a lot that can be done. It's just when you don't have a structured, you know, tourism guide, you know, a nice little yellow path for all the new people to follow, this is what's going to happen, right? And realistically, calling it poaching is a bit of an overstatement just because there isn't like legal tender, right? Like nothing's illegal with regards to poaching. As far as I can tell, they even like tacitly approve of the hunting. Like the locals are the ones that we're acting on behalf of, right? They're the ones who are incentivizing us for acting out in the ways that we do. In fact, speaking of, was it not the guards themselves who first asked, you know, adventurers from distant lands to actually pickpocket, which enabled the breaking and entering, the trespassing and burglary that we're talking about? Honestly, it's hard to say that anyone other than the residents of Valamore, in fact, the officials, if you will, are the ones responsible for, you know, the uptick in these crimes. So it's more than being complicit. It's almost a self-destructive mannerism. And really, it's not my place to comment on it any further than that. I can only speculate as to why exactly they would arrange for things in this way, unless there's some deep undercurrent of, you know, self-hatred or self-loathing, or perhaps some kind of ultimatum or ultimate destruction that they're seeking out presently and actively, right? But again, not for me to comment. That said, still don't know what's going on with this platform. I really do. You really do want to know about it, because there's like an upstairs, but I think there's a person that lives there. I don't care how to get there. Maybe it's in the strategy section. I've never used a fertilizer. The benefits for using fertilizer. First is much shorter period between planting and harvesting. Okay. And the second is 3-minute constant play before harvesting. Okay. This fertilizer can result in less than 2 minutes. Ooh. Okay, so it goes from 3 minutes to less than 2 minutes. Fairly easy to plate 10 plants with fertilizer, resulting in a fairly easy play style, being only somewhat slower than the general method. Okay. Second benefit is the graceful outfit isn't as necessary. Oh, interesting. So if you don't have graceful, you probably do want to use the fertilizer. That makes sense, since you're going to be running around less. Combo method. With outfit on deposit only. On deposit and harvest. It's like 3,000 more experience, bruh. The outfit is like kind of a scam. I'm gonna be honest. That shit is not good. Whoa. Oh, hey, that's basically what I was doing. Yeah. Yeah, that's exactly what I did, pathing wise. I was struggling to do it though. What is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What the? % of the time you can click the patches without clicking the ground. Oh, interesting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's fucking strange. But it makes an amount of sense. Oh, they always do the side ones too. No way. I can't do it. You're better than me at the game. Simply better. You're built different. Okay. I didn't say give a breakdown of the points. Points per gold, whatever. And look, rewards again. Okay, so you can get grape seeds for sure. Yeah, sure. I can't do this. I can't do both of these at the same time. Just not good enough to like read this webpage and try and play this game. It's fine. So you get 1 grape seed for 2, which is 917, I guess. So 2 points is 917. How long does it take to get 2 points? I guess it kind of depends on when you buy out. Well, so if you do it on 100 each, I guess it depends on how many you do. After the plants are fully grown, the fruit can be harvested and planted. For every 3 plants a player deposit, they will earn 1 point, and for every 100, they'll earn an additional 2. So 3 points. 3 plants is 1 point. So 300. Wait. 100 plants deposited, they will earn an additional 2 points. Every 3 plants is 1 point. So 100 plants will get you 33 points plus 2. 35 points? Okay. Weird, but whatever. Pop off, I guess. So 35 points per 100. So how long does it take you 100? Let's look at the strategies. That'll kind of tell me that. Yeah, I've done 5 before. Let's say we're doing 6. 6 of them. So that's which is probably more than I can do, but whatever. I've done it before. So let's say it's 6. So that's 24. Which is just short of doing it in 4 runs. Okay, we'll say 4 runs. So 25, because it is possible to do 25, right? It takes about 3 minutes for it to finish growing. That's only for the first one. So the last one is the time it takes to finish that first row, right? Or to do the last one. We'll call it 4 minutes. That's way overestimating it, but let's say 4 minutes for 100 or 25. That means 100 is then 16 minutes, right? So every 16 minutes you're getting 33 points. Or no, 35 points. So an hour then you're getting 35 points. So 60 times it's 60 times 35 divided by the number of minutes, which was 16, right? I think that's correct. Yes, 60 times 35 divided by 16. That's how many points you end up with in an hour. 131.25. Okay. You need 2 points. So you get 65.625 grapes, which times 917, how much gold you've actually made for doing just gold. 60K per hour is the grand total. So yes, it is not worth doing for gold at all. It is a meme. For sure, it is a meme to do Tithe Farm for gold. Yeah, don't do that. That makes sense. What if you grow the grapes? I mean, you could just buy the grapes. Is there a different way to get grape seeds, actually? No, that's the way they come into the market. Okay. Is there a different way to just get grapes? Looks like it. Wait, you can just buy it for gold? What the fuck? You just buy grapes like with regular gold? Okay. So yeah, grapes are goddamn worthless. Okay, what about farming grapes? I don't know why you would ever. To produce grapes requires 1 grape seed per patch. 12 patches in the binary. Drawing 12 grapes. Sure. Grape seeds, I mean. Planting seeds requires a farming level of 36. Obtained from Tithe Farm. I'm sorry. Saltpeter? Excuse me? Players will need to use saltpeter on the patches with a gardening trowel in order to treat the soil before planting the grapes. Okay. Afterwards, Gallo will watch over your grapes for free. Once fully grown, players can check the grapevine for 625 experience. It's not a small amount of experience at all. Pretty good. Can be harvested for grapes or Zamorak grapes as players have a sufficient amount of Bologna's best blessings. Okay. The amount of grapes harvested full and fully grown is random like herbs. Has a minimum of 5 grapes per seed. So 60. You end up with a minimum of 60 Zamorak grapes. Players with higher farming levels can expect sustainability. Yep, sure. If vine will die, and players have to clear it with a spade. Okay, sure. Move it over. Okay. Zamorak grapes. Or Zamorak wines, perhaps? These are 1,500 a piece. Okay. So it was 60K for. Let's go back. So that's how many points you get per hour. 131.25. That over 2 is how many seeds you get per hour. Grape seeds. And if you convert the seeds into Zamorak vines, you get 5, minimum of 5 of them. And they're worth 15. Okay, that's much better. So if you're converting it into Zamorak wines, you get at least half a mil. But it's like per hour, but it's like you have to be farming it at the same time. But you also have to do... Okay. So you have to be... So the time you end up taking up more time than that. So it's not quite that. But you end up getting more grapes realistically than that too. There's some rounding. There's some rounding error going on, but whatever, it's fine. Okay. 5 to 29. God damn. Okay. Wine of Zamorak is worse. That makes a ton of sense. Honestly, it doesn't sound bad. You get a decent amount of experience. Okay. How do you get Bologna's blessings or whatever the fuck? Bologna's blessings is an item that can be purchased from the Farmers Guild for 1 point for 20 blessings. Blessings allow players to pick Zamorak grapes, consuming 1 per grape picked. Before being able to purchase the blessings, must have 75,000 coins to Bologna, his youngest daughter, while wearing an item affiliate with Zamorak. Okay. I don't know if I have 65 cooking. I do. Okay. But yeah, I can just do this. Not an issue. Blessing is invented. Okay. Blessing make grape farming much more profitable as grapes are more inexpensive, can only be sold for 9 coins. Yeah. While Zamorak grapes sell for much higher at 1550. If one intends to farm grapes, it is much better to do with the blessing without. Okay. Obviously. I mean, 500K an hour sounds like a lot for Tithe Farm, to be honest. Sounds like a lot. So, but the points need to be divided. You can't use it all on because you use one per grape ultimately, which is a little wackadoo. But you get at least 5, but you can get as much as 29. So on average, I guess just average it out. You get more later, higher your farming level is. Assume worst case, so get 29 worth every time. Sure. Wait, 5 to 29. How does it figure that? Whatever. Maybe you can get like many as 6 ish somehow, but not like exactly 6. Fucking strange. But assume 29. So that means you need 29 of those. You get 20 per one. Okay, so each, just for simplicity's sake, let's say that every 12 rape seeds, you incur 1 extra, right? So grape seeds end up costing so every 12 is, so they cost 13 over 12, right? Yeah. So like 1 point, what is that? Not 125, but whatever. 13 over 12 is how much they actually cost. To get the blessings, effectively, I guess. It's close. Close enough for government work. Oh, I'm overtime. I'm over here trying to figure out if these things are worth making. I think half a mil is an underestimate, actually, per hour. But it ends up being a little weird because you have to factor in the tithe farm time. The thing that's nice is that you can be tithe farming while you wait for it to gestate. So however long it takes to actually make grapevine. 35 minutes. It is 5+ per grape. Okay. Interesting. Okay, I'm not gonna worry too much about it. I'll talk to Savage about it, but I'm curious what he thinks. It seems like it should be a lot, though. It's just kind of a pain in the ass. Because we're saying 7K times 12 at minimum. Wait. Dan says, holy shit, dude. I left for D&D like 5 hours ago and you're still streaming? Yeah, no, I'm about to go offline. I'm literally logging off right now. Appreciate you for stopping by, though. Let's see. Who's streaming? Quite a few people. You guys want to just hang out and watch some Sea of Thieves, dude? Because my homie's just fans of Mello's playing some Sea of Thieves. I got them love that game. I've had nothing but positive experiences with that game. I've only ever played it with homies, so I think that's a big part of the reason, but I'm willing to say I love that game. I think it's great. It really grew to be better. And obviously it's mostly because it's with friends, I guess, but like, whatever. Having a good time counts as having a good time. I appreciate you guys for being here. I appreciate you for watching. I've been that Daft Punk Panda. We got a lot of smithing done. We're not quite there. We need 75. 75 is the magic number. Not only that, we need 70 fishing and 70 fletching. Fletching is profitable, as we've established, and I'm going to end up with a ton of alkables, which is huge. I think it's even better to alk them than it is to sell them, if I recall correctly, but I don't know that for a fact. But regardless, that's going to be it for your boy. No stream Monday and no stream Sunday as well. No stream Thursday. I never stream on Mondays or Thursdays, but there's also not going to be a stream on Thursday. I'll remind you guys later, don't worry, as we approach that. It is Easter Sunday, so you know what's going on. Your boy has obligations, etc. But yeah, that's going to be it for your boy. I appreciate you guys for being here. I'm going to be getting out of here. As always, I do want to thank you guys for being active in the chat. The thing that I value the most about being a Twitch streamer, but also just being in chat in general, is when I get to engage with other people and when I get to see new ideas. I hope you had a fantastic time. I certainly did. I made a huge amount of progress, and I'll talk to you guys later. Goodbye, everybody. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. Okay.